Falcons bird bath. Watch along live stream with G Money right now. We a little bit later in the
What up,
game.
people?
Top of the second quarter right now. Or we still in the first actually. But yeah, it's gonna be interesting to see what we hold in store. I mean, a minute left in the first quarter. Falcons are up 3 right now, and we forced them to miss a field goal as well too. We got second and 15 with the Saints with the ball driving. They drop back, and we get a game about 4 or 5 yards. Here, echo.
Yeah, echo mine.
All right, here we go. 3rd and 8. They come out with 3 receivers and shotgun. This is a huge down for the Falcons right here. I know I'm a little bit ahead of you, G. They drop back on the pass. He got Shuck rolling now, and he hits a crosser, but we drop him about 3 yards short. It's gonna be interesting to see what they do right here. I think they're gonna punt the ball right here, right now. That's been kind of a ugly back and forth so far for both teams, and they're still in their own territory. So I don't expect the Saints to go for it right here. That's to the tight end, Juwan Johnson. I actually picked him up on my fantasy squad this week because I didn't expect them to actually get the ball to Kyle Pitts nearly enough, man. With Kirk Cousins out there. All right, so they go back to punt it, and they get it right inside the 20, a little bit, right around the 10 or 11-yard line, a little bit past the 10, but maybe about the 12-yard line, and the Falcons are going to come back out and take the field here in a second.
We got to get something going on offense. We got to get something going on offense.
Definitely. It's interesting that they like to go with Kirk under center more than with Penix. That's very interesting. I never expected that.
I promise you, it's because Penix is actually telling them that's what he wants to do. I'm almost certain of that.
Yeah, I pretty much feel that seems to be the general consensus of what they say as well too. We're gonna pick up 1st and 10 here. Looks like Kirk is trying to get the play on the field. We got 17 seconds on the game clock right now, left in the first quarter. But it's gonna be an interesting one. It's been kind of sloppy so far, sloppy football. They got 2 tight ends.
It's mostly sloppy on offense because the defense is looking so much better.
Oh, and we got Kyle Pitts down the sideline as they drop back on 1st down. Nice. I'm sorry, G. It's a nice, looks like a good 15, 20-yard pickup right here. They're going to show the replay again. They fake the play action. Oh, yeah, he moves out to about the 40-yard line on that play, man. I'm sorry, I know I'm a little bit ahead of you.
You good?
Shout out to Trent in the chat as well. Appreciate you chiming in with us, homie. Everybody in the YouTube chat, make sure y'all hit that hype button for us if it's available. Still work. We just got to the point where we can monetize, so we appreciate all the love and support from everybody. Indeed. So G, what do you think about this game so far, though, man?
Man, offense we gotta get it going. This offensive line is rough, man. I know it's bad. We gotta figure out, how not to get in this situation again. But this is like worst case scenario of everything. I don't know, on a couple plays I seen Kirk just holding the ball a little too long. Given this offensive line, you gotta have some sense of urgency. understood, you gotta come off these routes and stuff. Just get this stuff going on offense. Everything will click if that's the hardest thing to get to click anyway. Everything will click. Run game, pass game, everything will click once we understand what we're working with. And I think that's what we got to get over. Throw it, throw it, throw it, throw it. Okay, there it is. Okay.
You're a little bit behind on the
All right.
screen.
Yeah. I'm seeing this pitch thing. I just saw the pitch thing. So yeah. I'm seeing. I see that was. He still held the ball a little longer than what I wanted to, but that was a better play. And this is the type of plays they want for Kyle Pitts, versus the loose Malik Spills. He's a hard cover. He is an absolute hard cover, especially in the interior. There's nobody in the league that can cover.
Right. No, I agree,
He's too
man.
athletic.
You definitely want to see them get him involved a lot more. It's been really frustrating because you got this like fast car or this exotic vehicle that you should be doing more with, but we just aren't doing it for whatever reason. And he's been a problem in his own right to himself. He's been his own worst enemy in some instances, like not having sure hands, not making sure that he catches the ball when they are going to him. Definitely. So it does make it hard to want to keep going to a guy when they're missing. So we're back.
Yeah, he does a lot of second guessing. Go ahead, bro.
Okay, they're back to the line of scrimmage. They're back in from the commercial break with 1st and 10 at about 41, 42-yard line. You got two tight ends, and they handed off here to Bijan. Look like they got a double wham block on that. He pushes forward for a 5-yard gain, man. This is
That's what we need. 5 yards in the cloud of dust.
That's our game.
That's all we need. You
This
need
is our
5
game.
yards in the cloud of dust.
Yeah, if we can stick to that, we'll be good. 4-yard gain. That's leaves us at 2nd and 6 right here. And they come back out with the two tight ends again. Looks like it might be even 3 tight ends out here. They move in steals and cover into in motion. They fake the handoff. And they hit Pitts across the middle on the sideline, but Pitts cannot hold onto it.
Come on, Pitts. Come on with them hands, man. Get you some stickums. Do something.
They had him running across the formation on a. I'm sorry, no, he's on. That's just a corner route, man. And he missed it. That's a little bit behind him though. But he touched it, man. He's got to catch that. It's kind of.
Hey, if that ball hit your hands, that's yours, boy. You hear what I'm saying? That's yours. If that ball hit your hands, I don't want to hit it. Okay.
They go with one back in the backfield, drops back, and he hits Mooney right here on the sideline. I was gonna say it makes it hard for a quarterback to want to keep going back to you when he can't trust that you're gonna be able to catch that pass each time.
Yeah, even in the politics of that, man, you messing up my stats. You know what I'm saying? Like, the NFL is a short hook.
Right.
You can't. I can't. If I can't rely on you to just do the simple stuff, then why am I gonna keep coming back to you? That's just a no-brainer type stuff.
We go 1st and 10. They got Algier in the backfield, Kirk on the center, 2 tight ends, and they run to the 2 tight end side with Algier for looks like maybe a gain of 1 or 2 barely. Now they're running to the side with Pitts as well too. What you
they're keeping them honest. I said they're keeping them honest with this run game. He needs to start stretching them though. Start getting them on the edges.
Absolutely.
Get them running.
Absolutely. Here they go. They coming back out 2nd and 9, and they're in the pistol. Got Bijan in motion. They swing it out to Bijan out of the backfield on the sideline. He's breaking free. He looks like he's gonna take it in for almost. He takes it down into the green zone, into this right inside of their 20, about the 15-yard line. That's
that's beautiful.
Yeah, that's a good 30-yard play. He got a nice juke on that, man. Nice 30-yard gain on that play.
Yeah, he's a human joystick for real though.
Yeah, man. And this is the game that we need to be playing right here. The way that they're calling plays right now.
Right.
They come out with Kirk
Hey,
under
quick
center.
stuff, quick stuff, quick stuff, quick stuff.
Yeah,
You know, stop holding the ball. That slow
see, they
developing
hand it
crowd.
off to Bijan, and they do hand it off to Bijan again right here. And he is not able to even get back to the line of scrimmage. They catch him in the backfield for a loss of about 1, it looks like. Now bring up 2nd and goal to go. Yeah, we got to make sure that if nothing else, we make sure that we at least get a field goal out of this opportunity. But you definitely want to get a touchdown here.
Yeah, we definitely get the score. Our red zone efficiency is not very good. I'm gonna spin the block on Pitts, man. That play, yes, he absolutely should have caught that. That was not a bad throw.
Motion Bijan right here. He drops back for the pass and he hits Seals for the touchdown. Right underneath the goal post, man.
Let's go. Let's go. Okay.
Yeah, we really need somebody to step up right now with Drake London being out this game.
Seals got to grow up. Seals has got to grow up.
What year is this for Seals?
That dude. Seals is, let me get at him. Seals. How do you spell that?
S-A-I-L-L-S. So that puts us up 9 right now. They line up for the point after attempt. And can he get it through? Yes, he can. All right, so the Falcons take the lead right here, man.
That's what I'm talking about. What's his first name again? David?
I think it's David Seals.
David.
And I don't know, man. I mean, if Kirk can have a good next 7 games, including this game right here, that makes him a little bit more of a tradable commodity potentially in the offseason. I'm not
absolutely.
You definitely don't want to have him after this. You don't want him after this year. You want to be able to move on from Kirk, and it's going to be interesting to see what we do specifically.
Yeah, that would be some crazy love if we did keep him. Like, that would be like, oh, we really like him type. Nah, yeah, it's a business at the end of the day.
Yeah. So. No, I definitely would not want to see us.
He ain't number 29. Beat too loud. He ain't number 29. I thought he was a little bit older than that.
Sills?
Yeah.
Yeah, what is this, like his 4th year, though?
That's a good question. Okay. He was made the practice squad in Buffalo in 2019. He was undrafted in 2019. So, what's that? This will be 6 years, right?
This is his 4th year right here.
19 is 4?
Well, this is considered his 4th season. I mean, I guess if he was on practice squad or any of that before that, that would also count as well too. But yeah, actually being on a roster, he wasn't officially on a roster until 2021, starting off with the Giants at first. So he did 2 years in New York, 1 year with Denver, and then now here with the Falcons. So
right.
And he didn't even play in 2024. So,
right.
So they showing that replay now, and they do that.
I thought he was a little older than that. So he must have got caught up in that COVID stuff, right?
Yeah, maybe. I mean, I don't know. Because you said he got drafted in 2019.
Right. Because a lot of them COVID cats, they went to college for 6 years, 7 years.
Right, but if he got drafted in 2019, then it wouldn't have mattered. He'd have been in the league at that point.
So
he probably just traveled around a little bit on the practice squad. But man, every day a star is born. Man, this is a big game. They need some people to step up with Drake London being out. Hopefully we can get Mooney to actually live up to some of that
Right.
contract. He's been a bust for us a little bit this year. Uh,
Yeah.
we're gonna throw
Somebody
him.
said he had a broken clavicle, though, right? That's
He
what I
had
heard.
one earlier this year. They were saying that
Hmm.
the injury that kept him out was the broken clavicle. I think Raheem was just late getting that information out,
Right.
to be honest. So we just kicked the ball off to the Saints, and I don't think they got very far with their spot in their field position. Uh, start off 1st and 10 right here from just under the 30-yard line, just at about the 29. Looks like they fake the handoff right here. It looks like oh man, we almost had him on the sack. He wrapped up out of that, and he's able to hit his tight end, but he dropped it still. Ebiketie had him wrapped up dead to right on the sack, but he was not able to bring him down. And that's one of the biggest things that I don't like about Ebiketie, man. He's had far too many of these sacks where he just couldn't ultimately get the guy on the ground, and I feel like it's a wasted rep when we have him out there and that happens.
Yeah. I don't think he's back next year.
I don't think Ebiketie will be back next year either. I'm not happy with him either. It brings up 2nd down, 2nd and 10. They hand off on a jet sweep, and they're able to pick up a 1st down and maybe another yard. Looks like a pickup of about 11 or 12 on that.
Ooh. Ooh.
God, I hate
Ooh.
when they get those little cheap
Yeah, I
field
don't
goals.
like that either.
Yeah, that's Tipton, their wide receiver. Bates makes the
That's the
tackle.
one that did that real long return. He had the real long return.
Yep.
Tipped it.
Okay, and they were showing the replay, but they missed it. They missed the next hike. They actually uh, tried to pass it to the tight end on a little on a little bit of a play action and jump out to the flats. It looks like AJ Terrell might be down.
Oh no.
AJ
You don't
Terrell
need
hit
that.
him low.
He just came back.
Yeah, he. I'm
He
hoping
was
it's not
out
a
last week.
concussion. It looks like it might be a stinger.
Yeah, let it be a
Hopefully,
stinger, not a concussion.
hope it's not a concussion, man. Yeah, we can't afford to lose anymore. I mean, this team is injury plagued right now, man.
Right.
I'm really starting to wonder what's going on with our training staff, man. Too many guys are getting injured, just far
Right.
too much, man. It's a bad look, man.
We had this same problem in 2018. We were dropping like flies, man. It was bad, but it wasn't this bad. This is the worst I've seen it yet. But in 2018, that was like right at 17, we made the playoffs. And 18, it was just because I know Keanu O'Neal went down, Ricardo Allen went down. It was a bunch of guys. He was dropping like then Freeman and Devontae Freeman. That was kind of last time. I think he had I think he tore his groin or something. It was just, we were just dropping like flies. And that's when Julio was kind of like just he couldn't even practice that year. He'd come out and play, but he couldn't practice.
Yeah, man. I gotta wonder, are they still even using the same exact training staff from year to year? Because this is getting ugly, man. Um, we just having too many injuries. The one person who we haven't seen even look close to getting injured this year has been Bijan Robinson. He had his whole Dragon Ball Z workout in the sky, at
Hmm.
10,000 miles above sea level or whatever it is, in these hyperbolic chambers, and it looks like it's helped him out tremendously. I'm not sure Christian McCaffrey, if it helped him out. I think McCaffrey did get hurt a little bit earlier this year, but yeah, no, it's crazy, man.
Yeah, McCaffrey's an older guy, been in the league longer. Running back, you only gonna play like, so, then you have to learn how to get on the ground. I thought Emmitt Smith was able to make his career go longer. He just When the contact came, he understood. He said, "I done got what I'm gonna get. I'm gonna get on the ground." And eventually, B. John's gonna have to. He's gonna play for a long time. He's gonna have to learn. He's gonna have to do that. He's gonna have to learn. He's gonna have to do that. Just say, hey, okay,
They
just give
brought
it time
Kobe
to get up.
Bryant out on the field for
For AJ, I don't know what's going on with AJ. I did see the injury, and he was kind of holding that shoulder like he might have dislocated something. Not. I didn't look like he dislocated nothing, but it looked like he kind of. You can get it's a lot of tissue in there.
They fired off to Vele on first down, or I'm sorry, I think that was second. That's going to be second down for the first down. They come back again and they hand it off to Kamara on first down right here.
So they trying to go quick.
That's not Kamara. I'm sorry, that is their backup. Yeah, this defense looks it's like night and day having Diablo out there. We were able to stop them for only 1 yard gain on that play. And they drop back again, and we looks like we got the sack right here. James Pierce Jr. slides in for the sack. It looks like I don't know if they're gonna just give him the solo or if they're gonna put Dorless along with it as well. Too, man, you were talking about Dorless, who's been worth his weight in gold. He actually got looks like he made his way through 3 blockers, but James Pierce Jr. gets his 3.5 sack this year. They drop back again, and they almost got him on another sack. Kobe Bryant was able to break that up as they actually go toward him. I'm sorry, that's not Kobe Bryant, that's Watts. Got Xavier Watts able to break it up.
There you go, Watts.
13. Nice play right there. They put a little pressure on Tyler Show right there as well too. So at right about midfield, we actually stopped them on third down, and Watts almost came up with the interception right there, man, as they tried to go to Chris Olave, man.
That would have been 3 for him too if he would have got that, because he is right there with it.
He's had more than 3 this year, hasn't he? That would have been 4.
You're right. You know what? You're right. I think he does have 3. That's
he's
crazy.
got several. He's had a lot of. Let me see Xavier Watts stats right now. Let's see if we can pull those up real quick. Okay, I apologize. He's only had 2, so that would have been his 3rd one.
That would have been 3 then. Okay, you had me kind of hyped, bro. You had me real hyped. I was like, oh man, this rookie here killing it.
Xavier Watts has definitely been more than worth the price of admission.
Man, this draft, and free agents has been probably one of the best. I can't really. I hate to say I've ever seen, but that's what it is. I have to call it that because we got what we needed, and we also got players that I didn't even think we was gonna get a crack at. And
right.
Watt, and I felt like we get a crack at JPJ, but to get Jalen Walker and JPJ at the same time, it's crazy work. And then they flip the script and get Billy Bowman, even though he's out. I didn't think both of those are like second, early third round.
Second round caliber players.
Right, both of them
for sure.
I mean,
Bowman and Watt.
And Watt.
It's a shame that he might have an Achilles tear, and we'll keep you guys posted on that.
But that goes back to what I say. Injuries. This is a brutal sport. Injuries happen. But like I'm with you, man. I'm like, hey, look, we gotta get somebody that know what they're doing. A flexibility therapist or something, or a stretch coach or something. Get these guys where they can put their leg behind their head. That is going to minimize your injuries right there. We got to get somebody in here to stop these injuries. This is crazy. This don't make no sense.
I do think it's easy for rookies to get a little bit, be a little bit more susceptible to injury early on because they have to get used to the league. As Hightower was telling us before, Steve Hightower was saying how a lot of injuries come from a lack of conditioning or conditioning regimen. So I definitely believe that it might be a little harder for rookies to know what to expect early on. But a lot of these other injuries that we're getting with some of the veteran players, I'm not liking that. I'm kind of upset about how how often we've been missing Zach Harrison. It hadn't been terrible. I think he's played 7 games this year, but he's been a key cog for us. And for him to even go on injured reserve right now, that's a huge blow for us. Diablo was hurt. We've had AJ Terrell some games this year. Far too many people getting injured. More than I would like to see, even on a regular basis. They're just back in from commercial break. And the Falcons got the ball back right here. They line up Kirk under center in the 2-back formation looking. And they hand it off to Tyler Algier. He's able to rumble forward for about 8 or 9 yards on that.
That's even. That's an even. He ate on that one.
Yeah, man. And look, it's crazy. It's great that they're actually going under center more. When Penix comes back, man, we're gonna have to see that implemented a little bit more. It just opens up.
Yeah, they got to sit. I'm with you. They got to sit like, look, Zach. If Zach comes back or whoever, like they got to sit him down and talk. Dude, this ain't college. This ain't. We know you're comfortable. You want to be able to see everything, but you gotta.
Second and 2. They line up a single back and they hand it out to Algier again, who breaks it open for about, almost 10 yards, mate. A little bit over 10 yards. Well over the first down marker.
Keep running the ball
again right here.
Keep running.
Yeah, from the 25 up to about the 40, man. About the 41-yard line, man. And that's what we got to keep. This is what we should have been doing a lot more at the beginning of the year. It's just keep running the ball and keep handing it off.
I hate to say it, but I felt like Zach would be able to open his playbook with Penix, but it seems like he opened the playbook a little bit more with Kurt.
And they hand off to Algier again right here.
I'm hating to say that, but that's what it's seeming like.
Right? He only got a gain of about maybe 1 yard on this last play right here. Yeah, I was expecting to see. I thought having Penix in there was going to open the playbook a lot more as well too. So it's kind of troubling to see that we are running more formations with Kirk in there than with Penix. They brings us to 2nd and 9. They drop back and pass it, and it is intercepted as it goes off of Darnell Mooney's hands, and they run it back for a touchdown.
A pick six.
Pick 6, man.
Now, if you want to let somebody get back in the game, that is how you do it.
That is exactly how you do it. Justin Reed with the pick 6 return touchdown right there. And that's just terrible, man. Like, he hit Darnell Mooney right there in the palms. And they're going to show the replay again. Let me see, is this Mooney or is this Pitts? No, that's Pitts. I mean, they make a good play on the ball. They're able to get a hand in there and get it and knock it out of there, but
this was a pretty good series.
I would have wanted to see Pitts. I would have wanted to see Pitts fight for that ball a little bit more. They're gonna show the replay one more time. Oh man, for him to be such a big target,
I say that all the time.
God.
All the time.
That's just terrible.
He don't play as big as he is. Ever. He too soft. He too soft.
It's kind of hard to argue with you on that one. I mean, you do wonder, is he just soft if he's not able to play harder? Man, this is terrible. We got Doe in the chat. What up, Doe?
What up, my guy?
Man, we let these boys come right back into it. So right now that puts us 6-10. They got to come back and they'll kick the field goal attempt after.
But okay, on his pitch play, it looked like dude got there a little early as well.
He might have got there a little bit early. I mean, I want to see Pitts like Box. You know, use that big frame though, man. Boxy
right. Yeah, you right. Wall him off.
Yeah, it's a little agitating to constantly see the same type of issues keep happening. man, with this team, man, it is tough to keep telling people to be a fan of this and tell people to keep uh, tuning in and expecting the best, man.
Hmm. Yeah, he got there super early. He got there early. He body hugged Pitts before the ball, while the ball was kind of like halfway there. But I'm still like, I feel you, but yeah, he body yeah, that was pass interference like a mug. He was super early. And we can't get no calls like that. We don't stand a chance. That was super early. He got there so early too. I mean, that was almost as bad as the Richard Sherman when he mugged Julio that in that one game. That was
Yeah,
pretty
but
bad.
I'd like to see these dudes. Like I said, I still want to see them. I mean, I
He
want to
should
see.
he should have fought for it a little better, but I
Yeah, I
mean
want
he
to see
got mugged.
Pitts. I want to see Pitts actually make that play on that pass. I don't. I mean, that's kind of weak, man. Get those arms out in front of you, man. Like you let him arm. Man, that equates to an arm tackle, man. Like he's just too big, man. I want to see him play a lot more physical.
Right.
Uh, when it comes to that type of play.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that's terrible, man. And I know Kirk is upset about it. And I
Hmm.
mean, I can't
I
be
would
mad.
be too. I'm upset about it. That
Yeah, man. I mean, he's
was a
playing
pick
like a.
six.
I mean, just that's some real soft play, man. It's real
Right.
soft play, man. That's some
Yeah,
real
that wasn't.
wimpy football play right there, man.
Now we still fighting, and we should have been finna pull away, finna just kind of tuck it away. You get so far, they gonna lay. You get so far ahead of them, they probably lay down. But you ain't. You gonna let them stay in it.
Yeah, man. You gotta. Hey, I mean,
Bonehead
it's one
stuff.
of those games that I mean they gonna give you 60 minutes of everything they got, man. They can. That's terrible, man. Here we go, man. We got the ball back again. First and 10. They fake the handoff. Kirk on the rollout, and he hits it to the tight end. It looks like in the flats on the sideline. Looks like a gain of about 1 or 2. He hits it to Warner right there. Like I was saying last week, I'd like to see them actually pass to Warner a little bit more.
Yeah, that'd be nice. I mean, he's there using. That makes him a little less
Gain of
predictable
3.
as well.
Second and 7. They dump it off again to Warner. He picks up the first down for us. See, this is
Just
this
make
is where
balls.
they need to be getting creative with the play calling, man. Get those blocking tight ends involved in the play too. They got a nice little tight end delay on that play, man. Like, get a little creative with it, Zach, man. Like, that's what I like to see, man. It's a great play right there. All right, first and 10. Oh, and they throw the flea flicker. Kirk still got some time back there. He dumps it off to Warner again for the third time in a row.
They heard you.
Hey, listen, man. I'm like, keep giving it to
They
Charlie
heard
Warner
you.
if he gonna catch it. He ain't going.
They
I ain't
heard
going
you.
to Pitts if he ain't. I don't even think Pitts is in the game.
They heard you. I guess it's like this is like even if they put pitch back in there, it's like a wake up call. Like, hey, look, we don't need you like that. You want to be we can make somebody else a superstar. What you gonna do?
Okay, they got him back out there now. They dump it off to Tyler Algier in the flat. Second and 7. It looks like it's gonna bring us to about third and maybe 2 or 3. Third and 2. Kirk is over here waiting for the play to come in, and they bring Sills back out on the field. Yeah, Pitts definitely needs that wake up call, man. They got
It's
Pitts.
time, yeah. But it's crazy because he should have woke up when
They
Jonnu Smith
they
was
hand it
here.
out to
Jonnu was
Bijan.
balling.
Okay, Bijan kicks it back outside. He picks up about 8-9 yards on that as he's able to bounce it back out. I'm sorry. Go ahead, G.
I'm saying he should have woke up when Jonnu was here. Jonnu Smith was balling when he got, and his numbers was dang near identical. That show you right there. Like, look, hey, dude, hey, look, we can do this. We can do this.
Right. Yeah. All right, they got Bijan in the game still. It's 1st and 10. 8 seconds on the clock. Pitts in motion. And he goes back to Pitts again out in the flats.
Okay, so he gonna get him involved, especially if Drake ain't there.
It looks
But it's
like a
just,
gain
hey,
of 1 or 2 on the play.
it's time for Pitts to snap. He been here long enough. It's time for him to snap.
It's a little bit high on the pass, but still a 2-yard gain. At least he's able to catch it this time.
My boy Drake didn't snap already. Drake snapped.
Step away.
Yeah, you do your thing, my boy. Yeah, Drake is out here snapping. Pitch, nah. All right, Bijan with the bounce. He picked up about 11 right there. They came out in a bunch formation. We can wear this defense out if we keep this up. That was a nice bounce. That hole was not there. That was a busted play. Zach kills me with these A and B gap runs. He kills me with that. We got our guys are too fast for that. Run a couple stretch and toss sweeps. Get them boys tired, and then you can start lulling them to sleep. They feel like they got to get on their horse every other play. It's an issue. They come out in the bunch, throw the wing to the flare out there to the pitch. He got 1 yard out of that one, but that's just the hard work stuff you got to do as a tight end. Secure that ball. I think that was a message when he was throwing that dinking that ball to Charlie Warner. I think that was a message to Pitts. I'm almost certain of that. All right, Pitts, you are the superstar out here. Let's get it. Come on, a bunch formation, like 2, 3 tight ends. Lead block with Bijan. Nice little pickup of 4. So that'll make it 3rd and 6. Young on that play. We don't care about him because he played for the wrong team. Nice little way to be patient. Bijan was very patient on that run. You know, we don't get to see a lot of patience in him because he's a jump, cut, straightforward runner. But he was actually patient. He waited on them blocks on that run. That was a good run. All right, that making it 3rd and 5. That's 3rd and manageable. We down here on the 20. Come out in the spread. Single back. Bijan off to his right. On the sack. Get out of there, Kurt. Kurt avoided the sack, but he ran right back into another sack. So we had to probably go for a field goal here. I don't know. That was a jailhouse break blitz play. That was not the right play call because Kurt basically held the ball too long. That man, he came free. Who is that? Number 44. Is that Chase Young? No, it wasn't. That was looked like a safety. Came on a safety blitz. So we pick up the safety blitz with this ragtag offense we got. We may have to settle for a field goal. That was harsh. 3rd and 5. I don't know. It's a roll of the dice. But that right there, they call a safety blitz. They just dial up the right defense at the right time. And we had the wrong play call on with a safety blitz on 44. I don't know if he came from the safety spot or the linebacker spot, but I'm almost willing to say I'm willing to say he came from the safety spot. Folks, it's imperative that we understand where we are as a team. We got to know that if we're going to do this, we got to know and understand that there's no simple solution to any of this. All this firing everybody and all these like everything is like this ultra movable part. It's not that. We're gonna have to tough do this just like we always do. And nobody, okay, no, who do we want to be here? You can ask that question, you can answer that question. No, who wants to be here? But if you're gonna do anything, you gotta go through the rough stuff and just like you're gonna go through the good stuff. And then it's a 17 game season, so it's just like it's gonna be a roller coaster ride. So
100% agreed. 100%
so
agreed.
just got off work. How's it looking? Who's that? Let's see. At SEG SEGA Noble. It's getting better. It started out kind of hard to look at, bro. It started out kind of real hard to look at, man. But it's getting a little more entertaining. Uh, Everything outside of the tip ball came off of Pitt's hands and they returned it for a touchdown. Of course, Simo want to see him fight through that. I would like to see him fight through that too, but at the same time, he got mugged. He got straight up mugged, and there was no flag. So we kind of got. I don't know how to. It looked bad as far as from a referee standpoint of view. Y'all, what y'all doing? Just spectating. It's a lot of money getting handed out there to you guys. You gotta. Yeah, I don't know where that guy came from. Number 44. Where he came.
Yeah,
I'm
that
trying to
was
see
a crazy sack he got on that play.
Well, he didn't get a sack. He actually skydove and
pressure.
Kurt kind of subbed him. Yeah, he got a pressure, and then but Kurt still could have kind of threw it away because he was out. He was pretty close to being outside the hashes. Okay, I'm cool. I'm cool with this kicker, bro. I don't know if I told you that, but I'm telling you, I'm cool with him. Yeah, Gonzalez he money bags, yo.
I rocks with the kicker. I like the kicker. I feel like he's been pretty solid and dependable so far. Can't be upset with what we're getting out of that.
Yeah,
out of that guy. So
I'm digging on the kicker. I saw just side note. I saw our boy Koo up there, and he's wearing a weird number. He made a tackle or something today. I don't know how that happened. If he kicking punts or something, I don't know what he's doing. But he played for the Giants today for a little bit.
Tyler Show drops back. I'm sorry, Shuck. He drops back and he's able to hit Juwan Johnson on the sideline in the flats for looks like a 6-yard gain right there. It's gonna be interesting to see how much they can get with that short passing game with Diablo being back out here. They drop back again, 2nd and 4, right over the middle to it looks like Olave. Right there in the numbers, kind of on the hashes. And they're gonna go hurry up offense right now because it's a minute 30, so they're in their 2-minute offense. Let's see if we can actually get us a good stop right here. They bring the blitz. Oh man, and they're still able to get it out to the sideline of Juwan Johnson. Man, it's just so bad because I feel like I got him on my fantasy team. So like,
yeah, you it's a guilty pleasure.
it's a bittersweet thing. It's like,
right. Jazzy 2248 says not looking bad. And also says, you like that? Kirk Cousins is back. Question. I don't know. We're not going to go just yet. Let's see how this goes, Jazzy.
Right, so they're in shotgun. 1st and 10. They drop back again. Right there with the button hook to the outside receiver, number 15. They're just trucking down the field, man. Oh, my God. We need to get us a stop right here. I do not want to give them any points going into the half.
We don't need that.
We're going to pick them off right here. They're on the 30-yard line. Shuck is on the run. Okay. He has to throw it away. They're pretty much in field goal territory with about 59 seconds on the clock. It's going to bring up 3rd and 4 right now. This is a huge down right here, man. If we can get a sack, we might be able to put him in a questionable field goal range. Huge 3rd down right here.
Yeah, they ate on this 2-minute drill on our butts.
And they got Juwan Johnson going in motion. Looks like they're going to have Diablo manned up out there. Let's see if they actually try to go to that. No, they did not. Okay, and we were able to force an incompletion. Brandon Dorless gets in the backfield to make a nice little play right here. They're going to show the replay again. Swims this guy. Shuck almost got that. Could have easily got that intercepted by Caden Ellis right there. He just kind of underhanded throws it away.
Underhanded little Tim Tebow.
Yeah, but that could have turned into.
That could have been in our favor. We need a favorable play.
Field goal attempt, and he misses it. They missed the field goal attempt.
Way to go, defense.
Let's go, defense. And that's why you keep playing, man. That's why you just keep playing. Big game right here. The toilet bowl right here. But we need this game. We need it.
Yeah, I mean, you call it garbage can all you want to. Them NFL players out there, bro. They have been sifted through and handpicked and selected. Them NFL ball players. Call it what you want to. I'll take my W. I'm taking it. If I get a W here, I'm taking it.
If I can get a W, I'm taking it. Because you end the season with what your record is.
That's right.
You end the season with what your record is.
It ain't like we ain't lost to a team that they ain't won but 2 games with the Dolphins. The Dolphins had won 2 games when we played them.
All right, we get the ball back. Kurt drops back, and he has to throw it away. He almost took a sack on that.
And Kurt got to have his alarm got to be going off in his head. He got to understand that we working with a patchwork offensive line. No disrespect to them guys. I know they're doing the best they can, but sometimes your best is just it's not what is needed in that moment. So, and I think that's kind of where we at. We really he got that alarm got to be going on. He got to start getting rid of that ball.
Totally agree. He dropped back again on 2nd down. He was able to hit Seals right there on Drummond right there on the hashes.
Drummond had a great preseason, by the way. So if we could get him going, we'll be all right. Him and Cordell Hodge. Our 3rd-tier receivers are not bad. They just got to get going. We have a nice slurry of 3rd-tier receivers.
No, agreed.
First tier, we ain't got but one. Because Mooney he put himself in that third tier talk. And
yeah, Mooney's
keep dropping these balls.
Been very mid so far this year, even with injury or no injury. And this brings us to 3rd and 5 right here, man. Let's see what.
Okay. That's manageable, but we can't be dropping back trying to hold the ball. They're probably gonna blitz.
Shotgun, and they do blitz us. They hit Drummond right there, running across the middle. Catches it on a crossover into the flats. Looks like he's just either right at the 1st down or maybe a couple inches short. They gave us the 1st down.
They may throw the flag on that one.
No, I think they're gonna let it ride.
Can you throw the flag within 20-something seconds? I don't know. I don't know how that. I forgot how that rule goes. We just need to give Gonzalez an opportunity. That's all we need right now.
Yeah. Yeah, you just got to give Gonzalez a little bit of an opportunity. He's actually been a pretty good kicker for us. They're actually showing that replay again now, and it looks like he may not have, like he was just short of the first down on that.
Yeah.
He's just an inch short, it looks like.
Mm.
And
It's the line of truth.
that's just beyond the 50, just outside the 50-yard line. So it's going to be interesting to see what they do.
If it's at 50, I would go for it. Ain't 30, 38 seconds. I would go for it. I would go for it. 30-something seconds, whatever it is, 30, 20, whatever, I would go for it.
They're showing 32 on the clock right now. Now, it looks like it was about 19 when they called that review, so
you're going to they give it, yeah, that's true now. So I would go for it still. I go for it. What we got? A timeout? I go for it. I definitely go for it.
So they reversed it, and now it's fourth down.
Definitely go for it. 32 seconds. So it's 32 seconds when the ball was down, and you said it was 19 seconds. I don't see.
That might have been when it was on the play clock. I might be tripping.
Oh, that's the play. Yeah, okay. I see what you're looking at. That's the play clock. That's definitely the play clock.
That was the play clock. So they got our guys out there on the field though, 4th and 1.
You got to go for that. You got to go.
Probably would go for it too.
Because even if you don't make it, I wouldn't throw it though. Even if you don't make it, they still got. I mean, they still got a little ways to go to get in field goal range.
Yeah. All right, so they're coming out in the wishbone looking formation, and they actually go with the sneak. And Kirk, that's not the Kirk. That is with
Felipe.
Franks.
Oh, 84. Franks. Yeah, the Felipe. Felipe. That's what I was telling you we do. That's all I was saying. That's it.
Hey, I'm not mad at you on that.
But Felipe need to change that number so he could be there's a little more trickulation could fall in there.
There's a what?
A little more trickulation. You need to change that number.
To what?
Make it more to a shorter, like a quarterback number.
That's fair, I guess.
You know, that's how and I'm just being proactive because I'm
with you.
You know what I'm saying, right? You know, that 87 is kind of obvious, or whatever, 80 whatever, 9.
So we have no timeouts left. Kirk drops back, hits it to Bijan on the sideline in the flats, goes out of bounds.
Kirk is good in these type of
about
situations.
5, maybe 6 on that play.
Okay. So what's that? Okay, that's a 58-yard field goal from here. 50.
Well, no, wait.
It's 68 yards.
60 something, yeah. Because you got to add on 13 yards.
Yeah, you got to add for the end zone.
Right. Got about 10 for the end zone, and then another 3 or 4 yards for the depth.
We're playing. Good thing we're playing inside, though. You ain't got to worry about the wind catching it if he do have to kick something that hard.
That's true.
I'd try it, bro.
If they can get it to about 60-something yard line, I mean, if they can make it about a 60-yarder, or maybe even a 50, I mean, if they can get up to the 40, that might be we got enough time to definitely get closer. All right, so they drop back. Kirk actually runs for it. He picks up the first down on that play.
That's it. That's what we needed right there. That's 54 yards. That's a 54-yarder right there. You got to clock it, so it may be.
Kirk throw the shoulder into the DB. Get off me!
I'm out here trying to earn a spot, Jack. I'm trying to get re-signed. We're not giving you 50,000.
I heard somebody earlier. They talking about let's see what kind of business decisions Kirk gonna make while he out here today, and he ain't making no business decisions.
Kirk got to know that clock is ticking. I mean, it's ticking down. He didn't hit the summit. He on his way down. Now he on the other side. He got to know that. There's no need to be delusional about it.
We got a false start on the play.
Oh, come on, guys. Come on, fellas.
This is the
Come
type of
on,
stuff.
fellas. Come on, fellas.
And it's that same backup that's been
Man,
same way,
they acting
Wilkinson.
all scared and nervous and whatnot. Come on, y'all. Y'all shooting us in the foot
Wilkinson been doing it all season, man.
all season. But you know what? Before even he got like that, always been his thing. That's always been the
Drop
knock
back.
on him. You read up on him. That's always been his weak spot.
Kirk passes and he is not able to get it to Seals right there on the sideline. Oh man, that is just terrible, bro.
Yeah, man.
These type of
That's a big dude, but I'll fight that dude, man. That's a
right.
big dude, but I'll fight him, man. I'll fight that dude, man.
I mean, it's just no excuse for the type of.
Nah, man. That's a mental mistake.
All right,
And
Kirk fires again.
we already not that
He hits
type of team
Drummond
yet.
right here on the numbers. They hurry to the line to clock it. They're able to clock it. 4 seconds on the clock left. We're
In
right
real
at
life,
about
that
the
should have been a penalty.
37-yard line, maybe. 4th
So
and
that
6.
is what a 40 something. Okay, so we good. But that should have been a penalty when Kirk got hit on that side, by the way.
Agreed.
Just that should have been a penalty. That should have been. And they kind of irking me with this because they didn't got Pitts. And they're doing it on big plays, too. They're doing this on big. Now, I mean, I understand you're going to get some home cooking, but come on, man. Come on now. I get it. And then if we're going to do home, if we're going to home cook, feed me some, too. I got to eat, too. I'm hungry.
Now they trying to, I guess they trying to ice the kicker. They called a timeout real quick.
Oh, Gonzalez going to come out stroking that hair. Y'all ain't gonna do him that. I'm starting to have some faith in Gonzalez. You know, he got that OCD, so
I like the
look,
kid, man. I like the kid.
I like him
rocks with
too. I rocks with him too.
Yeah, I think we can actually see if we gonna get that right here. We'll go.
Jazz say Mooney. What's she say? Mooney something be glue. Oh, I can't read it. Something's in it's in the way. See what I'm in the chat. See
Mooney
what
should be a glue guy, ready to play anywhere or stretch the field. Not a real number 2. That's true. I feel much more comfortable if Mooney was my number 3 receiver.
Mooney is in the argument for number 3 now. He put himself there because he was vying for that one spot. He actually played a little. He got almost. You might as well say he outplayed Drake last year. He was making catches that he wasn't supposed to catch.
Disagree with that. I don't think he at any point ever outplayed Drake London last year. I just think he
was making some phenomenal catches. If you're not going to get that one, okay. Well, we'll just go with the phenomenal catches. Then.
We'll just say he played good.
He played good. Yeah, we'll just say that, and then we'll level it right there. Yeah.
Let's not get overboard.
Don't get overzealous.
Yeah, nah.
But I mean, I saw what I saw until he did. He was doing it. He was killing it until he wasn't. There was times when he looked at me like a number 1. He really did. There was times. I ain't saying but his consistency ain't there. So we I'm not there. We can't. I wouldn't. There's nothing I can sit up and argue with you about, or even debate, or nothing. There's none of that because he wasn't consistent.
Drake, Mooney was a good player last year, but no, he has not been living up to what we've been wanting this year. So, but
I'm pushing him behind the threes in some instances at this point because there's too many drops. Drops is gonna get you out of there with me. I just can't do the drops.
Yeah, okay. The team is looking a little bit more focused this game. Of course, we are playing a bad team, so but regardless, you got to come out. You got to play. So that field goal kick puts us up 16-7, and
that's not bad going to the. Who gets the ball back at half?
They get the ball back.
All right.
They will get the ball back. So we have to come out and we have to buckle down and hunker down and play some good defense. But I like the way the defense has been playing this game. It's going to be interesting to see if we are actually going to get uh, AJ Terrell back or not. And I'm looking to see if I can get any news as an update.
Yeah, he was kind of holding his arm, and that's never ever a good sign when they don't turn it loose. When they holding it and shaking it every now and then, okay, I can deal with that. When they just holding it and don't turn it loose, mm, that's not necessary. That's sometimes it's just and AJ going down, man.
I'm looking to see if there's any stats, any information or updates.
That's one thing Rod don't do. Unfortunately, that's just something he don't do.
Right. Well, they gotta let us know if he. Well, I don't know if they gotta let us know if he's gonna return or not. But yeah, no, I have not seen an update yet.
So Beth says, Kurt is looking really good. So, but it's like, okay, with the thing about that, Kurt is more. That's why they went and got Kurt. That's why they went and spent the money on Kurt because they knew Zach Robinson was a first time play call. So if you go get a guy like Kurt, a seasoned veteran that can tweak things and understand some of the missing stuff and some of the nuances, he's gonna look better in a Zach Robinson offense. It
Agreed.
just goes just like that. But with a Penix is fresh off the banana, but we didn't bring him in for him to start. Penix was supposed to sit, like idealistically, Penix was supposed to sit for 2, possibly 3 years to get up to speed. And they probably knew that when they went and got him. They probably when they saw, they said, okay, this kid got a cannon for arm. He's smart. He's very poised. He has a great understanding. We just need to develop him. So you get somebody at an 8 pick. He wasn't number 1 overall, and a lot of people they do, oh, beat the quarterback. No, that's not. No, but look. There was Penix, and there was what's the kid name up in Minnesota? J is it J not JJ Watt
JJ McCarthy.
McCarthy. That's what you had to pick from. Listen, in that draft, J.J. McCarthy went in the first round. I'll say that again. In that draft, J.J. McCarthy went in the first round. Yes, Bo Nix came behind him, but Sean Payton's offense is going to be way more stellar than Raheem's offense or Zach Robinson's offense just because Sean Payton has done this for a very, very long time, as well as coach a Super Bowl winning team with an offensive mindset. Okay? You have to
Right.
understand the difference. Raheem is more of a defensive guy. He has been on the offensive side of the ball, but he's a defensive guy. And anytime you get a defensive coach, your defense is going to be at some point of their tenure that good. And the offense is going to be probably a hard hat and sledgehammer type of situation. That's what you're going to get with that type of stuff. So, people, I'm telling you, Penix is going to be fine. This is his first year. Some people snap or they slide up under the radar or whatever like that. Like I'm gonna throw another hat out there. Jaden Daniels. Jaden Daniels was pretty good this year, but
Mm-hmm.
he kind of got bit with the sophomore jinx. What's the kid that plays for Texas? Uh, the quarterback for the Texans, Texas.
CJ Stroud.
C.J. Stroud. He had last year he got bit with the sophomore jinx. That first year he was like, "Who is this kid?" And then last year it was like, "Oh, okay, he's straight." So I mean, you got to give a guy a chance to get better. And like I said, Penix he was thrown into something he wasn't supposed to be thrown into something. Because if you haven't watched Quarterback on Netflix, Kurt let all the cat out the bag of how he should have told the organization he was hurt. But I guess it was because of the whole Achilles span and everybody running around talking about he played too much, we paid too much money. He kind of drank the Kool-Aid and pressure bust a pipe. It really does. And I mean, he kind of fell for that, and it bit us. It hurt us in the long run. He should have said, "Look, I'm hurt. I need a break. I'm hurt. I'm Achilles. I'm still trying to get this Achilles all the way 100, and my shoulder hurt, my elbow hurt, and I don't have nowhere else to go." And he wouldn't do it, and it
Well,
cost
I
us.
mean, he kind of basically knew that if he gave up that starting job,
It wasn't coming back.
he probably wasn't coming
It
back.
wasn't coming back. It wasn't. You
So I'm
right,
not even mad
and he
at
knew
him
that.
for
Right.
wanting to keep
You
playing. The coach, I kind of am more mad at the coach for not, but he knew Rob was going to have a hard time making that decision. So.
because Rod is a coach's player. He's a player's coach. He's a guy. When you some people come to a team for the player. They come meet and all they get all these guys. Oh man, this is great. This is a great room of players. But players will likely come to Atlanta because of coach. Because he is a player's coach. He gonna sit you down and tell and ask you what's going on with you and be meaningful about it. He's that type of guy. And you can say whatever you want to about it, but he know. I mean, people say he don't get in them butts, but they'll tell you he get in them butts. He just don't do it in front of the cameras. He get in them butts. They'll tell you that. You go look up on what the players say about him on YouTube. They'll tell you he get in them butts. He just don't
Yeah,
do it in
no.
front of the camera.
What's his name? Aaron Donald
Hmm.
talks about that. So
Right. Aaron Donald and Jalen Ramsey. Both of them will tell you, no. You say, no, you better be doing what you're supposed to be doing. They'll tell you. They'll tell you quick. So when people say things like, "Oh, he just a big cheerleader," no, I don't know. I mean, they'll go talk to him, but I mean, it's like in a sense they don't necessarily want to. So it's like right now we just gotta, man, and it's hard to go. Yeah, we just gotta be patient. We just gotta be patient because I mean, we ain't made the playoffs in 8 years. I get it. I mean, you ain't telling me that we ain't made the playoffs since 2017, and we weren't a bad team in 2017, and it looked like we were gonna fall off. But in 2018, we got bit with the injury bug. I mean, we got bit hard with the injury bug. It was to the point where we almost had to rebuild, and we spent so much money on Matt Ryan and Julio Jones, and then we gave up the biggest cap hit, looking out for Matt Ryan when we traded him to the Colts. What we get, a second round pick or something like that? It was something like that. Second round pick, yeah, second or third. I think it was a second round pick, and that's kind of low ball for a quarterback. But that's that they felt like they want. He been a good enough guy that man ain't hardly missed no football games. And that's where we got. That's where we got spoiled at. Because people miss games. I mean, Aaron Rodgers, he missed last year with his Achilles. I think he broke his wrist, so he gone. I think Mason Rudolph is starting for him this year. So people, I mean, quarterbacks get hurt. That happens. It's not. That's not a alien thing. We just got spoiled with Matt Ryan because Matt Ryan he wasn't with none of that. He wasn't. Matt Ryan was gonna get out. He was gonna put some super glue and some what's that tape that some gorilla tape on it and put it back out there. And we got spoiled with that, but he gonna be fine.
now
And
Matt Ryan played quite a bit for us and was very durable.
man,
So
and he went 10 years, I think, if I'm not mistaken, before he even missed a game. If I'm not mistaken, I could be wrong, but he went. He set some type of record for that. Not missing no games. That was like that's a crazy fact.
right,
That's a tall order of a feat as well.
right.
So I'm gonna go to the Falcons Nation group. By the way, if you're looking for a good group on Facebook, join us on Falcons Nation. We don't gatekeep, as my boys say, as my boy Simo say, we don't gatekeep in there. We just we try to enjoy ourselves. We try to make sure that everyone enjoys themselves. We try to keep keep things going, keep things positive. We understand we everything that's gonna be said is not positive, so we respect opinions in our group. Um, But if you're looking for a real good Facebook group, hey, join us over on Falcons Nation. Uh, I'm just gonna read through some of the comments and see what people are saying in there. If we can pull off this win, the narrative has to be that to beat the Saints with our second and third string. Yeah, that's true. The narrative would be if we pull this win off. Yeah, it's a second and third string victory for sure.
Hey, I'll take it
Oh,
though.
OC calling is vanilla again. 2 runs and pass. So darn predictable. Uh, 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 I can't necessarily say he's doing a bad job right now. Maybe that's a frustration kind. They're saying here goes somebody else. Run,
I kind of
run,
like
run,
it.
pass.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, we'll run first team. I mean, if you, I mean, I don't know what you're gonna get with a run first team. Uh, here goes somebody else say run, run, pass. So predictable. hmm So I guess that might be a thing, but I mean, I'm with it. I don't care as long as we get the first downs.
Can you
Personally,
stop what we gonna do right now?
yeah, that's what I'm saying. I mean, I don't really care about it. That doesn't to me. That's not what makes you predictable anyway. I look at the formations and what you're running. I look at formations, personnel, and what you're running out of these four. Like you say, like if you keep running Charlie Warner out there, and every time you run Charlie Warner out there, you only run plays. You never run a pass play with Charlie Warner's on the field. That's predictable to me. You understand? Like,
Exactly.
or if Bijan every time Bijan lines up in the backfield, you hand it to him. That's predictable to me. That's when you're getting predictability. Or if you only throwing out of the shotgun, okay, now you're predictable. I look more for nuances like that, not just run, pass. Because if a defensive coordinator allows himself to get lulled to sleep like that, he does not belong in the NFL. He really doesn't. If you thinking you're gonna win a victory and how to call a play is off of well, they usually go run, pass. Like, no, you know you're not gonna
Yeah,
you're
no,
not gonna
I
do
do feel like they've gotten a lot more creative with the play calling for
it.
this game at least.
Right.
They never pass to their blocking tight ends, and like you even said, like then go ahead and get what's his name involved. Okay, so they're back in, and we have kicked the ball off to the Saints. They come back out here on offense, and they drop back with they faking the play action. They drop it out in the flats to the running back for a first down and maybe an additional 10 yards after that. So, oh, man. Yeah, it's not what you want to see coming out of the half. Them coming back and giving you a 15-yard gain. But let's see if we can actually buckle down on this one and get something different.
Usually coming out of the half, the first series and coming out of half is they throwing their absolute best at you.
Right. They hand it off and take it right up the middle with Neal, the running backup reserve. And it looks like Kamara still has not been back in the game yet.
Yeah, he might have hurt that knee. Kate Ellis kind of both of their weight came down on that knee kind of off. That didn't look right.
Right. And I mean, I hate to see anything bad happen to anybody, but I'm okay with him not being out
Yeah, that doesn't bother me. Like, I'm not irritated about that at all.
there. They hand it off to Neal again. That brings up third down. It looks like a gain of about maybe 2 or 3. It brings up third and second. And it looks like they're out here in pistol. They hand it off to Neal again, and we cannot stop them.
Come on, y'all.
First down.
Tighten up, fellas. Tighten up.
Definitely not what you want to see. Yeah, we gotta find a way to stop their run because they're gonna keep doing it. Look, they hand it off to him again.
Yeah, I would hand it till he stopped it.
That's a pickup of about 6 yards right there.
Okay. They showing they ain't got no film on this dude. Okay, figure it out. There should be some sense of urgency. The lights needed.
That brings up 2nd and 5.
So AJ Terrell is back out there.
AJ's back out there.
Uh huh. Yup. That's him right there.
Okay, nice.
Yup. 24.
All right, and so they hand it off to Taysom Hill. Yeah, they're limited in their running backs, so that's why they can't keep just handing it off. They line up Taysom Hill is the running back in the backfield, and just go ahead and run it to him. It's 3rd and 1 that they bring up, and they go ahead and sneak it. And they're able to push forward for a gain of 2 or 3 on the sneak.
Yeah,
Falcons
I
are
see what
really
they're
down
doing
bad
now.
right now, man. They are having a hard time being able to stop right now.
I see what they're doing. They try to lull us to sleep right now.
Definitely
But
trying to lull us to sleep, man.
all we got to do is get a stop. Because if right now they're gonna rely on the run, or if we do, all we got to do is buckle down and stop the run. Buckle down, stop the run. That changes the dynamic.
Come out here in shotgun. It go deep. And oh man, Mike Hughes almost gets an interception.
I need that to happen. He need to have a good day. Cause they picked on him. They've been picking on him.
They tried him. Hughes almost got the interception. They say Hughes is the guy you want to attack. I mean, I don't know.
Yeah, he's weak. I mean, he's seemingly a weak link if you're gonna look at something
Right.
like that. That's what you're gonna do. But at the same time, I mean, look, hey, he might be the sleeping giant too. Sometimes you tag the wrong person.
Yeah, Hughes been playing pretty solid in a lot of these games. They drop back on 2nd and 10, and they fire across the middle to see if they actually give them the. And he does catch it. Thought it might hit the ground. They get it to Vele. Their replacement for Rashid Shaheed, if I'm not mistaken. Here we go, 3rd and 1. They bring the receiver in motion, and they hand it off again to. Is this Taysom Hill? No. Yes, it is Taysom Hill. Whew. And they are just daring us. They are daring us to do something against their rushing attack right now.
We just gotta make a play. We just
gotta
gotta
make a play. We cannot let them just go on these long drives.
Right.
For us. They are making this is a good adjustment by their coaching staff right now. 1st and 10, they drop back, and it looks like we're gonna get the sack right here, fellas.
Good job.
Let's see, is that
That's all we got. We
Jalen
just gotta
Walker
make some plays.
and
We just gotta make
Onyemata.
some plays.
Jalen Walker and Onyemata kind of come together to make the sack right here. And Jalen Walker leads all rookies right now.
Does he?
Sacks.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, he
dope.
has for the last couple weeks, if I'm not mistaken. I think he leads all rookies with sacks this season, which I was expecting James Pierce Jr. to do that for us. That brings up 2nd and 10. And they almost get the sack again, man. Okay, they're calling a flag on the play.
Gotta be a hold. As an
Watts on their tight end, Jawan Johnson.
Come on, fellas. Wait, you guys gonna keep biting ourselves in the foot?
Penalty though. Let's see. They're gonna show this again.
They didn't call it. I mean, they ain't giving us the ticky stuff. That wasn't ticky when we getting them. That man jumped pitch. That wasn't ticky tack.
Johnson actually initiated contact. That's a pretty bad It's a pretty crappy play call.
Yeah, they give him that home cooking right now. They give him some home cooking up
So
real
I
bad.
wonder if it's local refs when they do these games, or they flying them
It
in
can't be
because
because the NFL don't do that. They don't necessarily do that. But that don't
okay, and
mean you
Taysom
don't get the
Hill
home
drops.
cooking.
No, I'm sorry, that wasn't Taysom Hill. That was Tyler Shuck. They do a quarterback draw. He's able to pick up a gain of about 2 or 3. Sorry about that.
You good?
Tried to catch us slipping, but we were able to at least stop that. So here we go. On second down, they hand it off again to Taysom Hill, it looks like. You know, this is the game that he's really going to get up for.
Right.
You know he loves playing the Falcons.
Right.
That brings us to third down, 3rd and goal. See Leonard Floyd out there on the field. And a shotgun. Motion Jawan Johnson. And they fake it to Hill. And Tyler Shuck tried to juke on the keeper. And Jesse Bates is able to stop him. So it's going to bring up 4th down right here. It's going to be interesting to see what they're going to do. Everybody stays at home. I like that we got all this speed out here on defense because a few years ago we wouldn't have been able to counteract that.
Right.
That brings up 4th and goal. Let's see if they're going to – they're going to go for it. You got an empty set right here. And oh, wow. They go empty with Taysom Hill. They let Taysom Hill roll out with it, and we are able to knock it down at the line of scrimmage. Huge 4th down stop right here.
Way to go, defense.
He goes with a
go,
sprint,
defense.
and they act like he's going to – he actually passes it. And Harrison, the linebacker, is able to get his hands up to bat it down the line of scrimmage. And that's a huge stop right there. Huge defensive play for us right there. Huge defensive play, man.
That's what we needed right there. They threw everything they had at us right there. That was it. And you can't keep running that type of offense the whole game.
Agreed.
You won't have no offense for the rest of the year because that's too much bang bang.
Right. Well, that's what I said. You know, that's one of those games that they want to. Taysom Hill's gonna get up for, and they just gonna run it like whatever. They'll put everything they can into it, and hope that they have him again for the next game against us.
Yeah, because last year we hurt Taysom Hill in the game we played them for the whole year. I think he was out for the whole year last year. So he always get up and play us. He throw everything he got into us. But this is a Super Bowl for both of us. Yeah, for real. But that was a good defensive stop down there on the goal line.
That's a great series right there. Great series right there. Huge stop. We needed that. For one, we needed to get off the field. We needed that momentum boost for our offense, and we needed to stop their momentum offensively and just as a team in general. Because if they would have gotten that score and they came back, gave us the ball, their defense was going to be playing a lot more on fire. Now their defense is going to have to it's a little bit more demoralizing if they don't even come out with any points from that. Now what we have to do is we have to make sure we come back and put up some points on this next drive, because if we don't and we let them stay, we stay in this game, or we let them back in this game, or we let them stick around too long, it just easily becomes a game that we can lose, especially on the road. So we got to make sure we do something. So shout out to T-Bone in the chat. It says Falcons lead. Yes, we actually do. It feels good to say that, doesn't it?
It feels good for a change. with Kirk, I don't fear playing from behind though, with a Kirk Cousins type of quarterback.
I don't feel no better with Kirk out there than I did with Penix. I feel like Penix could do what we got right now going on too. yeah, I just don't feel as though Kirk gives us necessarily a better chance. Now we have the ball on basically the 1 yard line right here, so this is going to be a huge. They hand it off to Algier, and he's able to get about 5 yards on that. Love it.
That's what
Gotta
we
love it.
need. Well, the reason why I say that is because Kurt is he's gonna his 2 minute drill is little bit. It's not better than Penix Jr., but it's just his. I think his selection, the way he picks who's he's gonna throw it to better. Either because he knows his arm strength a little bit. It ain't as strong as Penix, of course, but he understands his arm strength. So if you remember the games that like we beat Philly last
We
year,
gotta.
and it was a couple games, but it was on the strength of it was in that 2 minute drill. So Kurt's 2 minute drill right now, it's based on experience. You can't take away from that. I'd be extremely disingenuous not to admit that. But his experience makes his 2 minute drill better than Penix. And Penix, he's gonna come along. He just got to get in these serious, getting these type of repetitions, get these reps in, and get these experience of
Absolutely.
some of these situations. Situational, you can always the coach can throw things at you, but there's nothing like real time. I'm not talking about no preseason or none of that. Preseason not real time. I'm talking about real time situations.
Yeah, we got a guy down on that last play as they went to commercial break. Uh, but Matthew
I hope it wasn't an
Bergeron.
offensive lineman. Oh, come on, Matt.
Yeah, it looks like it's Matthew Bergeron who's hurt.
He was questionable anyway.
He was what?
He was actually questionable for this game. Him and Landstrom. Both of them, Landstrom and Bergeron, were questionable for this game. So he's been dealing with some stuff. So it may just be, walking off, put some spit on it. Hopefully it's not like, you know.
Yeah, I hope he's able to come back. It looks like.
Well, he's moving. He's moving it. He's moving. I'm looking at it now. He's moving it. So that's a good thing. That's a good thing. And Bergeron was definitely worth the money that second round. He was there. He's been a great fit for what we do. To get him, he deserves his flowers too. So I'm gonna give him to him.
Yeah, Bergeron's definitely been he's been a huge draft pick for us. He's been worth the pick. A lot of people talk.
Yeah, they moved up to get him. They moved up to get him in that second round. Remember? They moved up to get Root too, but I feel like Bergeron, it was worth going to get him. He's been a great get.
Okay,
He's
so
a day one
Bergeron is
starter.
on. They got him on the sideline right now. He might have had to just come out in case it was a TV timeout. They have a rule that they call a timeout for you got to come out. So that brings us to 2nd and 7. They hand it off to Algier, who's barely able to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe we got us a gain of 1 right there. It's gonna bring us up to 3rd down right here. This is gonna be a real critical down right here. I wouldn't be mad if they just turned around and handed it off.
No, not down here. Where we need to minimize turning that ball over down here.
Yeah,
We've
just turn
had one
around
pick
and hand
six
it off.
already. We ain't trying to do that. Yeah, just turn around and hand it off. You got to kick it. Let's
Now
play
we got
field position.
Bijan in the backfield on this. Now they probably gonna blitz us. Like you said, I come right behind that. Okay, bam! They stop it. They stop us just short of the 1st down. It looks like it's gonna be 4th and inches. 4th and 1. Yeah, that's a big series for New Orleans. Man.
Defense could get a turnover here.
He's gonna line up to kick it right here. We punt it. Get it off, no block. Kicks it to about the 40. Okay, good tackle, good coverage. Good coverage and
Yeah,
good
they kind
tackle.
of after two whatever the name was. After that little long return he had, they've been kind of tackling a lot better on defense now on special teams because that was just horrible.
Yeah, it's terrible right there. Earlier we had some bad coverage earlier in the game, so we definitely got to line up play good defense right here. And shout out to everybody in the chat, man. Hit that like and subscribe button if you haven't already, man. They line up first down, Taysom Hill in motion, and they go ahead and toss it out to the running back Neal on that play. We can keep them running sideways and not letting them tee off on us straight ahead.
Yeah, we faster sideways. Now we ain't got no teeth in the middle. We got it. That's why I say we got to get that big zero, them two big zero technique nose guard. That's them immovable objects. So you got to run around those guys. Even if you put one guy on each shoulder, you're just not moving them like that.
Totally agreed. They line up and they drop back here on 2nd and 9. They toss it out in the flats to Neal. He looks like he gets a gain of about 5 or 6 yards on that play. It's gonna bring up 3rd down.
Good.
And
now we just got to put this. We got to put them away.
See what kind of spot they give them for yardage on this one. 3rd and 4.
Ford Jr. is balling on special teams, by the way. That's the second one. That's his second time.
Yeah, I saw that. I saw that. He has been playing pretty good. To be honest with you. They line up in shotgun on 3rd and 4 right here. Looks like we got man coverage. They toss it out to the flats. And D. Alford is able to tackle Chris Olave short of the 1st down.
4th down. That's what we needed.
Like 2 yards short. Maybe 3.
I can't see them going for that.
Nice play.
I cannot see them going for that. Yeah, D. Alford is ever since after he kind of got benched and then he went over there to play corner. He just been better.
Okay,
when he filled in for AJ that first time.
And they got it.
Wow. The hype train comes to a stop.
With Taysom Hill and Neal in the backfield, and they just direct snap to Taysom Hill with the quarterback lead. They faked the handoff, and that play looked a little long to develop, man. I would have liked to see us get.
Yeah, that's some sandlot. That's some legit sandlot. Like for real, that's some sandlot. That's some drawing in the sand.
All right, here we go. They line up again, 1st and 10. Both of those backs in the backfield, and they hand it off to Taysom Hill at fullback, and they're just using him as a utility guy and just coming back to lean on us, man. We can't allow them to just sit on us like this, though.
Right.
That's ugly, man. That brings us to 2nd and 7. Then shotgun, Taysom Hill is still out there. They got him running in motion. And they dump it down to Neal out of the backfield. And we are able to get him down, but not before he gets the 1st down. He outruns Caden Ellis around the corner. He delivers a blow at the end of that run, too, on our safety. No, I'm sorry, on Hughes, cornerback. Yeah, man, we gonna have to toughen up, man.
Yeah, that's all. We gotta get some teeth.
Definitely.
That was always gonna be the question this year. Did we have some teeth? We better than we have been.
On 1st down, they toss it to Neal again, and we are able to get him for a 2, maybe 3-yard loss.
I'll take that.
Divine Diablo makes the tackle right there. Listen, man, I'm looking at Kellen Moore like, dude, you gonna keep tossing it? Go ahead. We'll
Right.
take that because y'all ain't gonna beat us sideline to sideline.
Nah, not today. Not tomorrow neither.
That brings
He
up
gonna wear them
second
boys out anyway. Them two running back. He gonna
and
wear them
12.
up. He gonna mess
Divine
around and be
Diablo
taking
playing
the
with that
last hit.
cast on his hand. The
Yeah,
blitzes.
I like that.
Oh man, they're gonna call pass interference on this. It looks like on AJ Terrell. That's whack.
It's hometown cooking because they ain't calling nothing. None of the stuff we should literally be getting.
Definitely not. Let's see if they run that instant replay back and see. Yeah, he just didn't turn his head around on that play. It's not a bad call. Can't even lie. Yikes.
I take that back. Yeah, but they ain't still letting them slide on us though.
No, definitely. Definitely, we're not
We just
getting no
got
calls our way.
to.
But again, I mean, we probably are committing these penalties, just to be real.
Right.
All right, they hand it
I'm
off.
talking about the ones they doing on us.
On 1st and 10, they hand it off, and David Onyemata is able to take down Taysom Hill for what looks like a 3 or 4 yard loss in the backfield. Love seeing a defensive tackle get that tackle for loss.
Right. We're making great plays. It's just we got to finish.
Yep. It brings up 2nd and 13. Ooh, they got a flag on the play. False start.
Needed that.
Yeah. I love when I see other teams make the mistakes that we would have typically made. So.
Right.
So let's see what kind of play that they try to call for their offense right here. This is not going to be. We've got 2nd and 17. They drop back for the pass. And they hit Olave right over the middle for nearly the 1st down, man. This is terrible. Yeah, no, that's bad, man. That's the end of the quarter right there. But we're not able to get a hand on that to deflect it at all. And we're letting them right back into this game. Yeah, we're really gonna need to buckle down if they want to. If we plan on winning this game, we can't allow them to. We can't allow them to come back in this game in this fashion. I mean, they're at home. You cannot allow a team at home
Right.
to stick around. You just can't. There's really no getting around that. You got to put this game away as soon as we possibly can.
Right. It's imperative that we do that because they shouldn't be. This game shouldn't be this tight. It really should.
No, they're not a better team than us.
Nah.
They really are not a better team than us.
And we making plays, but the offense is not. They're just not doing the things. Like look how long this drive is in comparison to the drives we're doing.
Yeah, no.
That was like a 2nd and 17. They just kind of got off on.
Yeah,
that was
I mean,
deep
we're
dish
allowing
hole.
them to run on us, and then we're letting them get off whenever they want to pass, they're able to just kind of pick up whatever they want, and they're taking what's being given to them. Now, I don't think that was the 1st down on that play particularly.
No, it was, but it was like so bad. Like it should have been a little. We should have played a little more aggressive than that.
Yeah. I mean, you just got to get there, man. You got to make a play. Like they got to change it up. They can't sit on them blitzing it every time. I mean, we can't. We got to switch up what we're doing from time to time with it, and they just got to make plays when they need to make those plays. So I mean,
Right.
that's a hell of a play. I mean, those guys get paid too, but uh, I would have liked to see us actually. They're gonna show the replay on that. It looks like they got him a post route by Olave. He just runs right in. They run double post on there, and it just frees up Olave with the guy running right behind it. Yeah. So
Yeah, we got to tighten that up.
I mean, just frustrating play to be made.
Yeah, because we making plays, but it's like you make plays and then boom, then
It's
you
deflating,
like
man.
you giving up stuff. You taking and giving, taking and giving, taking and giving.
So that
You got
brings
to
it to
stop
third and
saying.
one. They got two backs in the backfield. They come out with the heavy set, jumbo formation, and we stop them. Hopefully a 1 yard loss. Looks like he gets right back to the line of scrimmage, just barely to the line of scrimmage as they handed it to Taysom Hill. And this is going to be interesting right here to see what they do because I can see them actually going for, and they are going for it on here. So if we can stop them on this play right here, they got jumbo again. And they're trying to draw us off sides, it looks like. I don't think they. Oh, they hand it off. And they hand it off to Taysom Hill. And he gets it. Looks like we had him at first, but
You kept driving.
he just kept driving. They line him up at fullback. They hand it off. You see, he just were not able. Oh, somebody ran from behind and rammed him. Yeah, that's cheesy. I mean, hey, whatever you gotta do.
Right.
All right, so they get that. That brings us to first and goal. And they hand it off. No, he keeps it. Shuck keeps it. And oh wow, he just puts his helmet in Watts' chest. And we stop him right at the 1 yard line. But oh man, wow, Tyler Shuck out here doing his best Lamar Jackson impression. Nah, man, that's ugly. That's ugly. And you know the run is coming back after this.
Right.
If I was them, I'd try to line it right back up and go right back with the run again. Yeah, this. I would say in the off season, I definitely like to see them add in another heavy defensive tackle, a nose tackle, or somebody like that.
Yeah, Big G. We need two of them. I want two of them just in case one of them go down. That's what I say too. Always got to think that you can't just like the Diablo situation. We can't predicate everything off of one guy.
Right.
We need two.
Hey,
We need two big
and it's
heroes.
hard to find another. It's hard to find nose tackles anyway, as it is. So
Yeah.
finding one.
We had a crack at two of them. We could have got Big Jordan Davis, uh, at one time, and then Vontae Sweat. Is that his name? Big Devontae Sweat. That's 2 years. We could have been shored up at zero technique if that's what you wanted to do. You could have had two big ones that nobody can move.
Well, the interesting thing is we could have had Eddie Goldman.
Yeah. So you taking Eddie Goldman? Like, okay, this is just a curiosity question. You take Eddie Goldman over Jordan Davis or Vontae Sweat?
Well, I mean, we had Eddie Goldman on our roster, and we just let him go.
Yeah, they did.
So that's just kind of how I feel about that. He was right here.
How much was Eddie Goldman like? What was he? 230? I mean, 330.
315, 320, maybe 330.
So Jordan Davis is 350. Jordan Davis is 350. Devontae Sweat is 350.
Right.
So that's.
This defense likes to have guys that can move a little bit. So you got to be able to do that for versatility's sake.
I understand, but at the same time, Big Jordan Davis ran a force. What he ran a 4.9, 4.8, something like that.
I ain't worried about your 40 time.
Straight line speed. I'm just talking about snappiness from big man being snappy. The only knock that you was gonna get on Big Jordan Davis is just that stamina. That was what was gonna eat him up.
All right, and they line up and they sneak it, and it looks like they got it for the touchdown. They call it short at first.
Okay, offense. You up.
I don't think they get the touchdown on that. Third and goal right here.
Okay.
They tried to sneak it. They took Tyler Shuck off the field, and they have Taysom Hill out here with the ball and shotgun. They got their jumbo heavy set. Oh, and he snaps it over his head. And he's able to throw it away. Wow. That brings up 4th down for New Orleans. He is lucky he was able to get his hands on that, man.
You ain't lying.
And they're going to bring Tyler Shuck back out here again.
Well, they just going. They just like, hey, look.
I don't know if he was outside the tackle box on that one. He was not outside the tackle box. They let him get that.
So that's intentional grounding
on that. He didn't get outside the tackle box. Oh, yeah, I'm looking at that. Intentional grounding.
Is that okay? So that's not loss of down. That's just penalty because we ain't too deep off into it.
Yeah. It just puts them back. So they're basically not going to be able to go for the easy gimme.
Right.
Score.
So they probably had to kick a field goal.
Yeah, because he didn't. I was looking at Taysom Hill was not able to get all the way outside the tackle box. He got it back past the line of scrimmage, but look, Kellen Moore is looking like, what's the problem?
Right.
He didn't get it out. He didn't get outside the tackle box.
Shout out to the defensive line. We ain't big, but we stout.
They played big when they needed them to. They're upset about that. We're gonna force him to kick the field goal, and he might miss this one too.
I was looking. They had a replay down the line of scrimmage, and JPJ blew his man up. You hear me? Studied him up.
James Pierce Jr. has been worth every bit.
Thank you.
The trade that we made for him, and I
thank you. And then you got to think, even with a number 5 overall pick, I don't care. That man gonna be in his 2nd year, balling. Like, man, all he got to do is stay healthy and just ball out of control next year. Once you grow wings, man, it ain't like you clip them.
Yeah, no. If he can just stay healthy, that definitely
that's all he got to do.
Be huge for us.
Right.
Him and Jalen Walker. We got us two premier edge players, in my humble opinion, for the next few years.
For the next few years, and they can grow together. Freaking frack. They're already making plays together.
Definitely agree. Yeah, it's funny seeing some of the publications that tried to clown us about giving up
doing that.
a first a top 10
But
first round pick.
but we didn't give up nothing because we just basically traded off. We take it this year instead of next year. Whatever.
Right. We just got our first round pick for next year. Yeah, and I don't know that there's going to be a better pass rusher coming out this year
In
than
this
what.
draft.
Yeah.
Right.
And
And
what
even if there
Jameson.
is a real decent pass rusher, these guys we already got one and he got NFL experience. So I mean, what's the point? What we talking about? If you think these guys ain't gonna be better next year than they are this year, you probably ain't really thought about it too hard.
And we will essentially have two premier edge rushers because I mean you look at it, Jalen Walker's been just absolutely
Balling,
lights out.
yeah, balling. Both of them. I mean, both. You can't say one without the other. Eventually, when you talk about Atlanta, you know how it used to be Julio Jones or Matt Ryan, or you gonna have to say JPJ and or Jalen Walker. You gonna have to. You gonna. It's gonna. Eventually, that's gonna be our identity. And we can go. We go in the draft. You can discredit that second round pick, but the way Terry's been getting value with players, whatever. Hey, let's get it. Let's get it. That's all I'm saying. Especially, hey, I'm excited if he gonna take. Probably, I can see him taking either. Well, we'll see. Like you said, we just have to see. But it'd be nice if that either a really really good wide receiver was sitting right there, or a really really funky two technique. I mean, a zero technique nose guard was sitting right there. That was just it's somebody. It's the real you know uh, with a generational talent that's gonna be sitting right there, and Terry ain't gonna hesitate to call his name.
Oh, nice return on the kick, man.
I know that one Agnew.
It's Agnew.
Okay, he heard us then. He must have listened to our podcast.
40-yard return on that kick return.
Thank you,
About,
Agnew. Finally,
about time he didn't finally. He's had a handful of he's had a couple of a good runs so far this year. It hadn't. It looks like they got a flag on the play. See if they're gonna call. I thought they were saying offsetting penalties. This is terrible. So we got a flag on the play. Felipe Franks
that's two on him.
unsportsmanlike.
They didn't got in his head. That's
Did
two
they
on
just
Felipe.
eject him?
What do you do? Spit on somebody?
I don't know. I don't know. I heard them say something about ejecting Rod definitely was chewing him out on the sideline. Franks be letting them get to him, man. Like you said. Okay, so we lined up with three tight ends right here. Play action. Kirk is Kirk is just barely able to get rid of the ball. And it looks like it was an intentional grounding, but they're not calling it.
Hmm.
They're talking about it, though. Kirk held that just a little too long, man.
He is holding the ball too long, bro. He's
He
been
should have
doing
just
that all
tossed it to
day.
Bijan where he tried to go back to the opposite side. And
Yeah, Kurt been holding the ball like this all day. I don't get it. Like,
yikes.
come on, Kurt. Get out your head. You know you gotta go home tonight. Your wife gonna get on your butt. She gets on his butt too about this stuff.
It's funny seeing them so upset about it because it's like all of a sudden they know what a intentional grounding looks like now.
Right.
Oh no, was he outside the tackle box?
Now, what they can't call Raheem a cheerleader no more because he kind of got in Felipe's cheeks right there.
I feel like that was a little cheap call. He looks like he got outside the tackle box. All right, he drops back on 2nd and 24. Drops it to Bijan on the screen pass. If Bijan gets ghost for about 25 yards, he picks up everything that they needed on that one play.
Bijan having a big day.
Yeah, man. This is how they need to be running this offense a lot more as well, too. They're going to have to find a way to put Penix under center a lot more when he comes back.
Absolutely. Yeah, that Penix spoiling stuff is gonna go out the window. Zach going. I imagine Zach understand. If he's still here, because Zach could take a job in college.
Drop play
A lot of people
action.
don't understand that.
They go deep, and they hit Mooney for the touchdown. Play action. Play action pass on 1st down. They hit Mooney on the flag route, on the deep flag route. Or I'm sorry, deep post. And he just gets over the middle of it all.
Let's go.
They didn't have a chance.
Let's go.
It's about time Mooney actually started catching these passes.
Let's go. That's what Mooney gonna shine at. All that underneath stuff, man. Come on, let's get Mooney going.
Well, you got to catch him. Hell, he had been dropping a lot of passes earlier.
He been dropping a lot of passes. You get no argument from me, my brother. He been dropping a lot of passes.
Okay, so we line up for the 2-point conversion. They hand it to Bijan, and he kicks it in.
Thank you, Bijan.
That puts us up 24-10. Kicking these Saints in the mouth.
We need this. We need this today. We need this. We need a morale booster. Yeah.
Definitely needed
That's
this.
what's up. We needed this today.
Hey, they gotta close out the game too. What you like to see is us come out here, put our foot on their necks, get the ball back.
Right.
Put your foot on their necks.
That's what needs to happen. If Kurt, it's gonna be hard to get. I know we saying Kurt gonna probably get cut at the end of the year. Now we done already paid him all this money, right? I think he's due $25 million, if I'm not mistaken.
We done paid him most of it at least anyway.
Right, we paid him the bulk of his guaranteed contract. The rest of it is now a bonus and incentives and stuff. So even if say we don't trade him, right? Say he come back, maybe possibly the starter next year. Who would know? We don't know. We don't know just yet, right? I'm just spitballing right now. Say he comes back to starter next year, and Penix is still able to, heal up and still get learned. That's basically how the order in which things are supposed to happen anyway. If that happens, if it happens like that, that's how it was supposed to go like that anyway. It's just you stretching it. You probably stretch Kurt out one more year. That's all you. That's the only thing. Then the only thing that probably you tweak there. But if Kurt is playing lights out, which could happen. If you don't believe that, I got some sailboat view that I could tell you. Everybody, Kurt looks like an old man. I know. I understood what Kurt was frustrated about. I understood about how those guys just would not come off the ground. And that's what Kurt is probably accustomed to doing. We talked about that. Like guys essentially knowing when to come off that route. If you beat a guy, why would you cut back into the safety if you got to step off? Run it and expect for the quarterback to see. And that's the difference of what you're gonna get with a seasoned guy versus the guy that's coming in trying to learn the system, trying to learn how to be a professional. All these things that are coming at you 1,000 miles an hour as a rookie. And a lot of people they're not able to switch that gear and understand that because they're just watching it from a spectator's point of view and not all the stuff that comes with becoming a professional NFL football player. Because it's not like, that's not for the meat. Because if it was easy, everybody be doing it. And just because these guys have an ability to make it look easy does not mean it's easy. That's just they're just that athletic or that's just that smart or they just been playing that long. Just whatever it is that makes them make it look like it looks, but it's not easy. I mean, tackling these NFL players is just, I mean, these guys are pure speed and muscle.
Right.
I mean, and that's just like, I mean, you could get the guy that the last man on the 53, and he's still just powerful speed and muscle in the gym all the time. It's not easy to bring them down to the. It's not easy to tackle Saquon Barkley or Bijan Robinson or Kyle Algier. Them guys ain't no easy tackles. You try it.
Yeah, shout out to the Facebook chat as well too. I know I'm a bit late on this one, but when the guys earlier said Pitts is too big to be that scared of contact, which I agree with.
Yeah, I saw that. I saw that too. Yeah, I agree. I agree. You still watching, man? You ain't said nothing wrong. Everything you just spit right there. That was a very profound statement.
Here they go. They drop back on first down, and we almost get the sack. James Pierce Jr. is able to get out there in space, dropping back and covering that running back, and he's able to stop him from getting a reception on that as well too. So,
and I just want to say, JPJ is too big to be doing that. He's too big to be. I mean, he's a freak of nature. Put it like that. He's too big to be able to do that. He's not supposed to be able to do that.
That we got a guy that can play that versatile too. All right, so they go for the screen pass on 2nd and 10, and that brings up third down as they are. Looks like they barely could get back to the line of scrimmage. Oh, maybe I'm wrong about that. It picks up 7. That spot looked. They were so deep on that screen. My apologies. That brings up 3rd and 3. And they're in shotgun. Single back. One tight end. He goes out in motion. They hike it. They pass play. James Pierce Jr. with the sack.
Come on, baby.
And look,
rack them up today.
That was one of those sacks that Arnold Ebiketie doesn't make. That was one of those sacks that Arnold Ebiketie gets out of his hands.
Hey, I agree. Arnold Ebiketie ain't coming off the block like that. He just ain't doing it.
And I like that they moved him around. They blitzed him through the B gap. Last minute, they just played a little stunt with him. And he's able to split the double team. They tried to block him with the guard and the tackle. And they just weren't able to stop him, man. He's able to slip up underneath that. And that's his second sack on the day, it looks like.
That's his second one. He might be with Walker now, but Walker got one though, so they might be he inching on longer because he didn't got 2 today. To have the 2 best sack leaders on your team, rookie sack leaders on your team is crazy work. And they're not even starters. They didn't even start out as starters, which means nothing on our defense. But like I said, if your name is on that roster, you're gonna get some burn.
Yep.
I would want to play for the Falcons if I'm on defense, especially on the line.
So going into the day, James Pierce Jr. had 2.5 sacks. Jalen Walker had 4. I believe that both of them. I think Pierce has 2 today now. Today, and Jalen Walker has 1. So
who'd you say first? What name did you say first?
Jalen Walker had 4.
Okay, and how many does JP got now?
James Pierce Jr. had 2.5 coming into this game.
So, and he got 2 today. So Jalen's still in front of him by 1.
I think Jalen Walker had 1 sack earlier. Let me check the box score real quick.
He got 1. I'm almost certain he got 1. He did that little funny walk. Well,
I want to make sure that they actually credited him with the sack, because sometimes it's been weird. They haven't been crediting people with the sacks. Sometimes.
Oh, that's crazy.
Okay, so they did give him 1. So they gave James Pierce Jr. 1.5 today. So that gives.
Oh, they gave him a help sack.
Yeah, so that's Walker with 5 total, and Pierce. That's putting him at 4 total because he had
2.5
coming in.
Okay, so he already had 2.5. Okay,
2.5, so he got 1.5.
That's what I figured. I said he got 1 more than him, but they still the sack leaders. They still are the rookie sack leaders right now.
Definitely rookie sack leaders, and they are. That now might have.
And they're going up against some really good talent because you got Abdul Carter out there, and Azaraku. I think as a rock who plays for Dallas. Carter played Abdul Carter. I already said the Giants for him. Who else was in that mix? The one Vontae Walker. No, Vontae Williams. Not Vontae Williams. The other Georgia guy, he went to the 49ers. It was Williams, but I can't remember what it was, what his first name was. Something Williams. He played for Georgia. I'm not.
Michael Williams.
Michael Williams. That's it. Michael Williams, but he's out for the season, so
Is he now?
He won't be in that mix. Yeah, he actually got hurt. I think about 2 weeks ago. He actually got hurt. He's out. I think he's out for the season now.
That's unfortunate.
So there's another rookie.
A lot of people wanted us to see us with Michael Walker, and I'm okay with Jalen.
And the guy we were talking about the
Michael
other day,
Williams.
Michael Williams, that's his name. The guy we were talking about the other day, his name was Byron Murphy. I just for some reason it just popped in my head. That's the guy we were talking about the other day. But yeah, those are your rookies. And our guys are our life night and day in front of all of them cats, including Abdul Carter. And Abdul, I kind of felt like JPJ and Abdul were pretty damn close to me. I put them on. It just depends on what you wanted.
We hand off with Bijan on first down, and it looks like he's got us with a gain of 6 yards on that first down play.
That's a good run. That's a good run.
Great run. Great run. They showing Kyle Pitts right here. Let's see if we actually. I want to see us go with another. Just line up and run it again. Yep, and that's what they're gonna do. Hand it off to Bijan again. He moves around and he gets really close to the first down. It looks like a gain of 3. Looks like he's just short, maybe by a couple of inches. You're gonna call it 3rd and 1. And this is surprising to see the Falcons be as committed to the run as they have been in this game. But they come back out here on 3rd and 1. Tyler Algier in the backfield. And they hand it off to him. And he's got the first down for sure.
Right.
If the Falcons could keep doing this the rest of the season, we might just be able to get us 9.
Yeah, these are the things we need to do. We playing them the same way we play a good team, and we get tight with some good teams. And so if you're not willing to acknowledge that, you just like, come on, man. We haven't been losing these games, and these been good teams. The Colts was a good team. The New England was a good team.
Absolutely. They handed off to Algier again on 1st and 10. It looks like we got us a pickup of about 3 or 4 yards.
I'll take that. 3 times 4. That's first down every time, all the time. I don't care. I'm taking my 3. Give me my 3. Kill the clock, Zach. That's right. Kill the clock. And you people, and this, I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna beat this drum today. Zach Robinson is going to be better with a Kirk Cousins because Kirk Cousins.
They hand the ball off here again to Bijan. Oh man, he gets a loss of about 4 or 5 on that one.
Yeah, we need not that. We don't need that to
I
happen.
mean, Zach Robinson shouldn't be better with Kirk Cousins as a play caller.
Why would you say that?
He's got a more athletic guy on offense with Penix, and they should be able to open up a lot more plays that they can actually make. But if
I would have thought that
if he runs the ball with him like he's doing with Penix, like he is with Kirk, then we don't have to worry about this. All right, so they hand off to Tyler Algier on 3rd and 10. Looks like he has a gain of about 8 or 9 on that play.
I would have initially thought what you just said to be the truth. But see, there's an audible and creativity that Kurt is going to give you that Michael Penix is not going to give you in this juncture in his career. Now, 2 or 3 years down the road, it'll be better. It'll actually be better than that. But see, Zach is the way that I imagine Kurt is actually
All right,
changing
hold on.
things at the
They're
line of
coming out
scrimmage.
here and going for it on 4th and 2. You got
Okay.
Algier in the backfield. Let's see if they're going. Okay, they didn't actually run it. It looks like they were trying to draw him off sides.
Right. Let's use the timeout.
Somebody used it. Falcons used a timeout. Back to what you were saying. The reason I don't agree with that too is because we saw him making play calls with Kirk Cousins out here, and it didn't look better. You gotta run the ball. Like it to me, that's been the biggest thing. Is like we're not afraid to run the ball. Right now, we've run the ball 25 times this game compared to 23, and it's been the situational play calls that we run. Like we've not been afraid to just turn around and hand the ball.
So I agree with that.
You know, 3 times in a
If
row,
you're going,
2 times in a row.
if
You know,
yeah, right, I agree with that. But that's if you're going to go out to the line of scrimmage, run a play that they called in. But I'm going to go out on a limb here and say Kurt is audible in some of this stuff. He's changing. He has that. He has a little more insight, and you gotta respect that man's experience. And that's what you're going to get with that. Even when Zach, he knows the inner workings, he's going to learn and understand the inner workings of what Zach is doing more, better, 12 years better than what Penix is able to do. Penix is trying to learn a lot of different things, even within the parameters of the play. So when Kirk's coming to the line, he's just able to have a little more vision and more of a process, and even an audible and out certain things, just audible in certain things. So there, even when you go to the line of scrimmage and the play is called, there's probably, I mean, if we're talking NFL, there's at least 5 audibles built into a play, bare minimum of 5. And Kirk gonna get it. He gonna get those audibles based on what he's seeing.
they dropped.
So that's why I'm saying it probably
They
would work
dropped
a little
back
better.
on 1st down, and Shuck is able to get a 1st down right over on the deep crossing route, intermediate crossing route to Olave just for the 1st down. They throw it. They come back again on 2nd down. Shuck's he's able to scramble for the evade the pass rush. We almost have a near sack, but he's able to pick up the 1st down. He runs for 10. It's 4 minutes on the clock, so they're definitely in their tempo offense right now.
Okay. Trauma Lock says timeout to punt is wild. Well, Trauma, in my opinion, you gotta try that. You gotta try to at least draw them off sides. We got 3 timeouts. So burning one in a situation where you know you're gonna burn one where versus a situation where you burn one unfortunately, I mean it was worth the try to see if he could give him a hard enough count to get him to draw off sides and get a freebie.
Yeah.
And he says America's playground says he didn't work with Penix. I don't think Zach knows how to bring a rookie up to speed. That's just my opinion. I just don't. I think that's why I think that's why I think the Kirk situation looks a little better because he doesn't.
Okay, they drop back on 2nd and 10, and it looks like they tried to dump it out into the flats to Neal, and Kate Ellis is all over that, man. It looks like a loss of about 4 or 5 yards on that play.
Caden is only whiffed on one play today. I'll take that, and that's only because he just wasn't quick enough to get to the guy. Oh man, we almost had a sack.
Now, Trauma Lock says you accept the delay of game and go ahead and punt. I'm not against him saying that either. I was kind of thinking that. I was wondering why didn't we just
Okay. If you look
PPR
at it from
this?
that perspective, yeah, you are. That's correct. You're right. You're right. You're right. If you look at it from that perspective, you're gonna punt anyway. Yeah, just take the delay again, keep the time out. You're right.
I don't know if they were worried about potentially giving them okay, they 4th and 15 and they go for it. They get a catch off. He does catch the pass. It looks like it's just short. The offer makes a huge play right here. Let's see if they actually give him the. Oh, he caught it and he ran backward. Let's see where they're gonna spot this at. He's either just short or just there by about an inch, but I think they didn't give it to him though. They did not give it to him. They're gonna have to call a challenge if they wanna get that reversed. So huge 4th down that we were able to get up. He had it, but he ran backward. And we
Word up.
short.
America's playground. Word up. Good stuff. Watch. Good stuff, Bates. Good stuff.
1st and 10, and Algier in the backfield, and we hand it off and just see. This is that point in the game where if we had Michael Penix out there, he'd go and call a passing play.
Who you talking about, Zach or
Zach Robinson would have called a passing play right there.
No, Michael Penix is way better than Kurt. I just think experience is giving Kurt that little edge, that slight edge.
Go call the plays though. Run
I'm not
play
giving
complimentary
him
football, and we don't got to worry about that. You know what I mean?
I agree. Now, see, that's what I think Zach doesn't know how to do. I don't think Zach knows how to just advertently get his rookie doing things that rookies do well. He doesn't get
he's
that
making
part
the calls right now.
With the seasoned player.
It don't take no seasoned player to turn around and hand the ball off 3 times in a row. Like running the football is
about that. So you really think Kirk doesn't audible out of some of the stuff that Zach called? You really don't.
I don't think Kirk is necessarily at the line of scrimmage changing to all this. I don't think that Kirk is this cerebral Peyton Manning-esque quarterback. I
didn't say that. You don't have to be a Peyton Manning.
I don't think he's this cerebral quarterback that's checking to all the proper stuff at the line of scrimmage. I don't think Kirk. I just
How can he make it in the league for 12 years and not be able to do that? 13 years, I'm sorry, and not be able to do that.
Maybe he's audibling to something, but I don't think he's checking from a pass.
Yeah, he's audibling something. It ain't got to be like we're not like we gouging them.
I think that's a lot of credit to just throw on Kirk. I mean, I don't know.
It's 12. He got his experience. Okay, that's like saying a guy.
I've never heard anybody give Matt Ryan that type of credit. So
Matt Ryan definitely was audibling out of stuff.
Again, that play happened because Matt Ryan audible to the run. Maybe that happened. I don't think that's what's happening.
Oh, come on, man. You can't be
today. I think that they are just going out and they're making
a guy that's been in the league.
They are making the run plays, the run calls that they need to make. They are just running the ball. They are committing to running the ball. And I could be wrong, but I believe
it could be something simple. It could have been a right run, a dive left, and he switch it. You can switch. You know, like they do that. They call those plays.
I think you're making assumptions on Kirk. He didn't do it last year.
Of course, you're doing it too.
No, I'm not. I'm just saying that we know Zach don't run. We know Zach. I don't have to assume Zach ain't calling plays. He ain't been doing it all year.
I didn't say he wasn't calling the plays. He might be switching. He might switch sides and stuff.
Again, Kirk wasn't doing that. Kirk wasn't doing it last year.
Then why would we 6-3 if he wasn't?
Man, Kirk
before he went down.
Man, before he went down, Kirk was when Kirk went down when he came. You say before he went down. I mean,
Yeah, before when he went down, we were 6-3. When he couldn't play no more, when he got hurt, we were 6-3. Why were we 6-3 if he
No,
wasn't audible?
when they pulled Kirk, we were not 6-3 at that point. We had dropped.
I'm not talking about when he went. I'm talking about when he couldn't play no more. I'm not talking about when he
So we lost.
Game. We
so why he wasn't audible in the stuff when we played the Broncos? Why he wasn't audible in the stuff when we played the other two teams that we played last year? When his arm was shot.
Did you watch Quarterback on Netflix? Did you watch Quarterback on Netflix? Okay, so we'll watch it, and then we'll have this.
No, I'm not watching it. I'm not watching it.
You don't watch it, and then you don't know it. Then you.
Why do I need to watch? What did Kirk say in there?
He told you what happened.
Stop. What did Kirk say in there that gave you the impression that he was audible on the plays last year?
It's not an impression. What
did he say? You said why he didn't come out last year. You're talking about audible and making play calls and stuff. He wasn't doing that shit last year.
Why? How was he not? How this man been in
because
the league for 12 years
we watched him
look at
we watched them just throw it into play at bad throws that they should have changed from. I don't think that he was.
What? I don't. You're not making sense.
You're not making sense. You're assuming that Kirk is just. Oh, Kirk made an audible to that. That you're assuming that Zach
you just run the ball. I said, how is he not making audible? Are you saying he comes out and he runs the exact play that Zach Robinson is called?
I'm saying that Kirk wasn't changing away from a bad pass call last year to good run call. That's what I'm saying.
Allow me to finish what I'm saying. You're assuming what I'm saying because you're not even allowing me to finish what I'm saying now.
I haven't let you. You still haven't told me nothing that you're just assuming that Kirk is changing to these run plays.
I did not say that. You said that. I said he's audibling just because if he calls a pass play and he audibles to a run play, that's a type of audible. But if let's say he got a run play to the right and he audibles it to the left.
Hey, Travelock says that Kirk made mental mistakes regardless of changing plays, and that's kind of my whole point.
That's not what you said. That's what he said. That's not your point. Your point is he's not audible.
Okay, we just got the. Looks like we almost had an interception, right? I'm telling you that Kirk ain't at the line of scrimmage making good play calls. Like his decision making was bad last year. His decision making is bad this year. So I don't assume that he's out here changing from a bad pass play. I said that what I said earlier is that Zach ain't making these he ain't running the ball like he needed to with Penix. And you said, oh, that's because he got Kirk out there now. Kirk is audible into these calls.
That's not what I said. That is absolutely not what I said.
That's exactly what you said.
I said you said he's running the ball more. I said no. I said that there's nuances that play into Zach's playbook. Kirk, by his being more experienced, he's gonna be more comfortable with making more reading more defenses, with being a little more creative.
Right.
When he comes to the line of scrimmage and he's reading this stuff, right? Penix is out there. He's probably got a little more stuff that he's got to learn. He's got a little more stuff he got to do. So he's not going to be as comfortable if the players run right. He's probably going to run it right, regardless of how they're stacked to the strength or regardless of how whatever. If he's which side the mic lines up, who's going to run this play that he's called? Because he's probably not as comfortable. But Kirk probably would say, okay, they stacked to this side, so let me switch a can, and you're gonna run the same play to the opposite side, even if it's a run play. I didn't say he was just audibling and say, oh, I see this, I'm this magic play caller.
Over here on 3rd and 2, and it looks like they picked up first down.
You don't need that either. But I'm not saying he's this magic play caller or anything, but those little small nuances is what would make him a little more successful dealing with an offensive coordinator than a guy that's trying to learn all this stuff at one time. It's being seemingly overwhelmed with things.
I mean, that's why you run the ball then.
I agree. Now, I'm not saying you don't run the ball, and I'm not saying that he don't get away. He gets a little. I'm telling you, I think he doesn't do good with Penix. I think he does a crappy job with Penix. He doesn't do the little light things to help your guy that's struggling. He doesn't do that stuff.
Well, that was the whole point to begin with, was that he doesn't run. He's not calling good plays when he had Penix. Again, that was one of those plays that he would have come back and he would have called a pass play. And I believe if Kirk is out there on that, Kirk gonna run that pass play too. Kirk ain't gonna check to a
probably run it, but he would interchange it a little bit better. even with guys coming off their routes. You could tell when Kurt was out there when he came out the first time when Penix got hurt. Kurt was fussing because they weren't coming off their routes like they should have, like he felt like they should have. You could tell in his body he was doing this when he went up the. He said do this. He was doing this, so that meant the guy when he beat the corner and he went and then he broke off. He didn't break off his right. He ran the route he was supposed to run, which was a post. So he went up and he beat the guy. He had 3 steps on the guy, and then he bent it right back into the safety. Kurt went over there telling. He's like, look, if you beat that guy like that, keep running, especially if the safety don't roll. I can tell by his hand gestures what he was saying. It was just that was like obvious for me as a wide receiver. That was obvious to me. If I beat that guy by 3 steps, look, I'm gonna just throw my hand up, even though that's not my route, and just hope that the quarterback sees me.
Trauma Lock says, to me, Kirk is running a different playbook altogether than Penix. Also says that if Penix isn't ready for the playbook, he shouldn't be the starter. TC in the chat says, I hate this team so much. Hopefully Morris doesn't stay after this. We just helped the Saints and hurt us. I don't see how we helped the Saints out by
I don't know what he's
game.
I don't know that.
That didn't
but
hurt
anyway,
us at all. I'd be interested for you to elaborate on that, TC.
I agree with who said that? You said Trauma. Which one? Who said that?
Trauma Lock said that they looks like they're running a totally different.
Right.
offense.
Even just with him going under center, it's gonna look different because, and I'm saying the only thing Kirk got on Penix is experience, and that's all I'm giving it.
They're back at 1st and 10 with the Saints with the ball with 2 minutes left. They toss it out to Olave on the sideline. He does not get out of bounds. So they're just under the 2-minute warning, so that's going to keep the clock moving. Yeah, no, I just it doesn't seem like they pass it again, able to get it out to the tight end Johnson. He is able to get out of bounds and stop the clock right there with 1:35 on the clock right now. Which TC is talking about a draft pick.
Yeah, I see he's talking about a draft pick.
We don't have a first-round draft pick this year, so it kind of doesn't really matter. And who cares about a draft pick? I want to see us get to 10 wins. If we can get to 9 or 10 wins, I think that makes this team a lot better, and it gives us a lot more to build on.
I agree with that.
They drop back, and they almost get the sack on Shuck. He's able to flip it out to his tight end right there, just short of the first down. No, and again, when they say he's running a different playbook, they drop back again right here on 2nd and 3.
He said you missed. He said you missed the play. You still missed the playoffs. We understand that though. We understand we're gonna miss the playoffs. We just want to get the ship right. It ain't got to all happen that overnight.
You don't want to come back and have another losing year. Like that's just demoralizing. Right. And no, like let's let them decide if we miss the playoffs or not. Let's see what happens if we're gonna miss the playoffs or not. 10 wins might be able to get you in there if other teams have a collapse. Last year we were in a position that we had the lead, so I don't think it matters if you miss the playoffs if you get you a winning record. Nobody wants to have a losing culture. When you have a team that wins, they play with a different swagger and a different mentality. But you never know what's going to happen. If we still got to play the Rams, the Seahawks, both of those teams. One of those teams is going to wind up being a wild card team. Right. You got
Trauma says, I feel like the Falcons probably make a mistake drafting Penix. What if he only run a shotgun pistol because of his knee? That would be, it's hard for me to read because this heart thing is in the way. That would be wild.
It says that would be wild.
Yeah, that would be wild. It's the hard thing is in the way, so I have to keep moving things around to read it. But
I can't.
I can't do call like that's just
Oh,
too early
nice.
to call any of that stuff.
We
Trauma for me. I just
they dropped back on that pass and play on second down, and Rukarora was able to get the sack on that play. Let's see if that's just a solo sack. Yep, that's just him, solo sack all by himself.
good stuff, Rook.
Rook is
Good
able to
stuff.
get a sack out there, so multi-sack day. 3rd and 17
But
right
we
here.
eating. Real
Oh
quick,
man,
Trauma. But yeah, I can't. We don't have enough evidence collected to call anything. And he probably is gonna have to come out of that pistol consistently. I'm pretty sure he's just demanding or asking for it. I can't. You don't want to use the word demanding, but he's just saying I feel more comfortable in the pistol right now. So he gonna have to come out of it. There's no. It's inevitable. If he gonna live and play in this league, you cannot be one dimensional at anything.
interception.
Good stuff.
They drop back on 4th and 7, and Watts goes out and he picks it off in the end zone.
How many is that? 4?
That's his 3rd for the year.
Yup, we said that earlier. All right.
That's his 3rd for the year. So nice way to drive the nail in the coffin for those guys.
What's up, Jack Black? He said, "What's up, Point Game members? What's up, Jack Black?" Trauma says,
what it do, Jay Black?
Trauma says, just hypothetically. Understood, bro. Hypothetically speaking, I get it. But I just don't, like I said, I just don't see enough evidence for me to just jump ship on a man just yet. It usually take about 3, possibly 4 years to just really see what you got at a quarterback. But it's best that they put the right people around him for him to be successful, and the offensive coordinator do the things that you do with the guy like that. Like, you just want to, it's just certain things, like you say, run the ball. And at times, there's been times when you just sit there and just watch that melt away with going and putting yourself in a passing situation where you really should just run the ball. And Zach has just been, it just makes him look worse than even probably he is, if he's just that bad. It's going to be one or the other.
Yeah, to me that looks like that's been the issue more than anything. Is just calling complimentary, making complimentary football plays.
Right.
We've even seen him make calls with Penix under center. So I don't imagine that he's. I don't think he can't play from under center.
Right.
I don't know. Maybe it is a comfort thing. I don't want to put words in anybody's mouth.
That's true.
We don't know why they're. I can't imagine that it doesn't make sense that as a coach you would think, oh well, Kirk is better under center than Penix. Let me not run Penix under center. I couldn't imagine how Penix would be worse under center.
That would be kind of hard to kind of fathom. It really would.
Yeah, I just either way, I'd want to see Penix. I like to see him under center a little bit more. I just think it makes the offense a lot less predictable. It makes it harder to decipher what kind of run plays that they're running. I think it does a lot more for your play action game when you have them under center, and even down to like calling passing plays that will go to your blocking tight end. I just it looks like they got a lot more creative this game, and just open up the offense a little bit more. Again, with just call some unexpected plays. Turn around and run the ball.
Simple stuff, right? Unexpected but simple. Right, I agree.
We've seen. I mean, it's a reason that they have fullback dives in a playbook. It's a reason that you run flares to your fullback, or you run delayed tight end passes with a blocking tight end, because they know that if you got a guy who's more so your blocking tight end, that you're probably not going to go to him quite as often. So I think Doe was asking us one of the other podcasts, like, how many times would I pass to Warner per game? And I definitely give him like 2 or 3 targets per game. I mean, why not? There's just really no reason to not get him involved in the passing game or run some plays to him, or like you said, have Franks out there sometimes and just give them put some stuff on tape and make it where they have to like plan for more things. We saw they didn't just go zone left, zone right this game, and it helped out the offense tremendously. I think one would think that you're going to be more limited with Kirk out there and what you could do, but the offense ran a lot more smoothly. And I've said this before. I don't think Kirk makes great decisions with the football a lot of the times anyway. He's a veteran and whatnot, but I feel like there was times last year that he was just as bad with the football as Penix was at his worst this year. So I don't know. It's interesting. I think we would have fared better if we would have just ran the ball a lot more earlier this year. As a matter of fact, if we ran the ball a little bit more in just some key critical positions in some of the games that we had, we'd be a lot closer to 500 right now. We had 3 games at least: the Tampa Bay game, the Colts game, the New England game, where we just got away from running the ball at key junctures. And, we let teams get back in the game, and we didn't put it away when we needed to. Definitely that Colts game.
Right.
Panthers game last week too. We got away from it at times when we needed to. Then we just couldn't execute. And I think that when you get your team, when you get them playing too passive, we I don't think we had nearly as many false starts this game as we had the previous games. I think we just let those guys play a lot more aggressive.
Right.
And I don't know, maybe Kirk's got something to do with that. But
it's only his experience. That's the only thing you can accredit it to. Kirk has experience. That's it. Other than that, if Michael Penix had the same experiences as Kirk, we're absolutely not even remotely close to this conversation. We're talking about something, but it ain't this. And that's all it is. You could just accredit it. Even though Kurt ain't like, he's probably a C+ level quarterback in real life, like across the board. You know what I'm saying? If you gonna do it like that, can he throw it? Yes, he can. Because when he was on, he threw I think the year before he got injured with the Achilles, I think he threw for 4,800 yards, and he was on track to throw for like 5,300 yards if he would have kept going. Because I want to say he went down in week 7 or 8. And that man had about 3,800 yards passing that when he went down. I'm almost certain the numbers ain't absolute, but it was close to being in that ballpark. He was on track to throw for a bunch of yards. Yeah, he had Jet up there in Minnesota and all this and all that, but even still, Kurt is, like I said, he's probably a C+ level quarterback at best. But it's just when you got when and I'm not gonna take anything away from his experience, and then you got and then like you said, I don't know why Zach does this recreation of the wheel thing when Penix is in. I think he gets a little slap happy. You know what I'm saying? You know how you get so excited that it's just, I can't open up my playbook. Oh, I can't run this, I can't run that, and that's what it seems like. Throw these weird plays out in these weird situations, and I'm pretty sure they're not supposed to work the way that they look. Like, the way that they're ran. I'm pretty sure he's thinking that anyway. We see what we see, but he's probably believing that, okay, maybe these plays aren't the way they look. It's like, why would he call that in this situation? That makes no sense. Just do the simple stuff. Let's just let's move the ball. And then, like you said, with the defense, you can say what you want to say about the defense, but we hang them out to dry. We leave them on the field entirely too long.
No, they definitely leave the defense on the field too long. That was kind of my point about why we haven't run the ball enough. The last 2 weeks, we lost the time of possession. Before this week, we had lost the time of possession like 40 minutes to 20 something minutes. I'm actually looking here at the box score in the play by play Let me see what the team stats are for this game. So we lost time of possession, but it was a lot more balanced this week. It was 27-32. That's a lot more in the vein of where you want to be at. You don't want to have your defense out on the field for 40 plays. And again, I think that previous weeks we would have gotten away from the run. Like we let them run on us. We stopped them. We were stopping them after they kept going us, and we were able to get off the field on fourth down, deep in the territory. But I feel like in previous weeks we would have went right back to the pass instead of actually running the ball. This week, the run game. I mean, we gave Bijan 14 carries, and I would like to see Bijan with more carries than 14, but we gave Tyler Algier 12. I'm not necessarily saying that's what I want to see, because I would have liked to see a little bit more with Bijan, but I mean that gave us 29 rushing attempts, and I really would have liked to see it been more like 35. I mean, if we can get out with 30 to 35 rushing attempts each week, I think that serves us a lot more well. Now, between those two running backs, we only ran the ball 26 times. Of course, the other three runs, two of them came from Kirk, one came from Felipe Franks on the quarterback sneak, and or the keeper. And I think we should do that a lot more potentially as well too. But they got to get a lot more creative with their play calling moving forward if we want to win more of these games. And
absolutely.
And I disagree with Trauma Locks. I'm sorry, TC saying about how we just helped out the Saints with that win. I think if we can get to 10 wins this year, if we can get us to 9 wins. For one, Raheem saves his job. I'm not saying that I don't want Raheem.
I feel like that
back.
too.
I think if Raheem does come back, I don't want to see Zach Robinson out there. I'd much rather see us with another offensive coordinator. But by all accounts, this team still believes in Ra. They haven't given up on him. John Abraham was talking about that earlier this week. He was saying how he's been to some of the practices, and those guys feel like they're fighting hard for him. He's been a part of locker rooms where teams have given up. You know, he had a lot. Everybody loves Mike Smith, but I've heard accounts from cameramen, other players, about how at the end of the year, you know, guys were just happy that they at least made the Pro Bowl or something else, even though they got bounced out of the playoffs early with some of those Mike Smith teams. I know there was the year and the Giants year, and I mean, I had a next door neighbor who was camera out for ESPN at that time. He was telling me that they were playing. Well, at least I made my bonus this year. Right. I'm more happy with that. They didn't care that they would even bounce out of the playoffs, and I think we have a different mentality team at this point in time with what we're putting out there on the field. So, this was one of those games where, I mean, Mooney came through. He actually didn't drop as many passes as he normally would have, but we got to do a much better job of not dropping these catches.
Man, that's huge. Yeah. Trauma Lock says he reads the field slow. Who are you talking about, Trauma Lock? Which quarterback are you talking about? But yeah, that would be huge if we cut down on some of them drops, bro.
Yeah. I mean, you had Pitts. Pitts had a couple key drops this game. The one play where he just wouldn't muscle through and play big and just didn't go and box out the guy, and that resulted in an interception. But if we can keep playing the way we are, I mean, our defensive unit is, even though we're still having trouble with being able to stop the run, we're still playing lights out football against the pass. We are still getting sacks. We're still getting off the field. We're very much a bend but don't break defense right now. And hell, we only gave up 10 points this game right here. I don't care who you're playing in this league. Being able to keep a team at 10 points, that's good for you.
Absolutely.
Regardless, I mean, and what good teams do is they go and beat up on bad teams. That's what you're supposed to do.
Hey man, that's a profound statement. That is a very profound statement.
Like, I don't care how good the team, how bad the other team was. It's like you're supposed to beat up on bad teams. I want to see that. I don't want to see a close game with a bad team. So
right.
I think that you destroy the people that you are supposed to beat. You don't let them stick around. You don't make it a
That's
closer
right.
game. And
That's
we were doing our best to try to give it back, but I think this is something to definitely build on this game here. So
right. So and to add, Devon Diablo defense wise, he makes this defense look totally different. It's not just him because Caden Ellis, when Devon is out there, Caden Ellis is more free to do the things that he does very, very well. He whipped on one play, and I don't even know if you can call that a whip. The guy was just faster than him. I mean, what can you do with that when somebody just physically is just faster than you and just can beat you step for step running? Ain't a whole lot you can do with that, and that's the only thing that I saw him whiff on today. Other than that, Caden balled out today. And
right.
Devon, he had a cast on, and that man was out there playing.
He almost
So
had an interception later in the game.
right,
So look on and we'll just kind of before we get out of here, and I'll let you get whatever closing remarks.
okay,
Moving
bro.
forward, we've got the Jets to play. We've got the Seahawks, the Buccaneers again. We've got the Cardinals, the Rams. Got the Saints one more time. We've got and that's it. That's the last game of the year, the Saints. So again, that is the
Nine, 10 games is doable in that if you hunker down and do what needs to be done.
right.
Don't need no more injuries though.
And you
We
want
don't
to
need no
win.
more
You
injuries.
want to win those games too because these are good teams. These are playoff teams. Seahawks, Bucks, Rams.
Right.
This is
We already
something for
played
you
the
to,
Niners.
you
So
know,
yeah.
that's something to really like measure yourself by where your team is at uh, this year. So it's not about how you start; it's about how you finish.
It's about
Um,
how you finish, man. That's another profound statement.
yeah, it
You
looks
spend the
bad
night,
right
bro.
now, but
You
we
spend the
we
night.
we've seen it happen before. Teams get off to a bad start or get off to a good start and they lose it.
I'm
You
trying to
know,
remember last year, but didn't was it the Bengals that went on that 6 or 7 game winning streak? Somebody went on a 6 and 7 game winning streak last year. I can't remember who it was.
I
They
don't
came
remember
out.
either. I
They
know
started like
Bengals.
really slow. They dropped like 5 or 6 games in the beginning. They were like 0 and
I know the
5, and
Bengals wound
then
up missing the playoffs last year,
they did.
and that was one of the biggest reasons that Joe Burrow didn't actually get the MVP last year is because they didn't have a winning record. But yeah, like you said, anything can happen. Last year we had a lead on Tampa Bay, and Tampa Bay was able to turn back around and win out, and they wound up going to the playoffs. And as we're looking at the standings right now, let's see. Tampa Bay is top of our division. They got 6 wins though. So
Yeah, because Carolina's right behind them. They play tomorrow. I forgot who they play, but they play the Monday night game, and they're right behind Tampa Bay.
they play the 49ers.
And don't Tampa Bay got the 8 o'clock game tonight, correct?
Tampa Bay got the 8 o'clock game tonight on Sunday Night Football. They are playing against the Rams.
Hopefully they drop that one.
So
Hopefully Carolina dropped theirs.
you know what I mean? If the
Hmm.
Rams mess around and lose that game, not the Rams, if the Buccaneers lose that game, we're now at 4-7. That would put the Buccaneers at 6 and they're 6-4 right now. That put them at 6-5 if they drop. So four
Correct
and
me if
seven
I'm
up.
wrong, but they both got a week on us because we had to buy and they didn't. Am I wrong about that?
They do have one. They do both have one game on us. No, I'm sorry. Just the Panthers have one
Okay.
game on us. The Buccaneers have only played 10 games right now,
All
so
right.
this will be their 11th game.
All right.
Right here tonight too. So, and regardless of what happens tonight, you want to beat the Rams anyway when you play them this next time coming up here in the next 2 weeks. So, again,
That's gonna be a big one. That one and the Seahawk game. Those are gonna
yeah,
be two. Those probably gonna be two of our biggest games it in this little window.
So teams. I know that people are like, oh, well, we should just lose out and all this, but players don't like losing. Nobody wants to get up
Nah,
and like if you're a player, you're not thinking, oh, let me go lose this game so we can get us another draft pick next year.
yeah,
Like,
that's
no, you want to win. You got to put game tape
right.
out there for you in case you don't get re-signed, or if you want to get
Yeah,
re-signed with the team.
yeah.
You
Tanking ain't the move. Tanking right now is definitely not the move. It, it's gonna be what it's gonna be. Draft picks are a crapshoot anyway. There's no guarantee you gonna go in the draft and get this magical guy that's gonna change your entire organization around. You gonna be better off, and if that's the case, we'll have money. We'll be better off just trying to get fill our major needs in free agency if that's the case. Um, but it's like tanking for the draft is just man. If you ain't like at the scraping the bottom of the barrel or don't have any of the pieces that you need, okay, yeah, we could have that conversation. But we're not there. We're closer than what a lot of us are willing to give us credit. And the reason why I say that is because we're losing, but look how we're losing. You know, we've gotten blown out twice this year. I mean, what was it, Carolina and somebody else beat the crap out of us. But the games that I mean, we really get up for and we playing some tight. We getting beat by like we went to overtime the previous 2 weeks twice. We went in overtime, and when you go in overtime, you have a chance to win the game. It's basically like you starting over zeros. It's like a brand new game, and we just didn't do the things we needed to do, whether it be play call, whether it be execution, play call on offense predicated, because we just can't keep continuing to leave our defense. Because you could, I'm not hanging too much on the defense. I'm not saying Brick just does everything perfect, but I'm not willing to just big L on their neck because you can't leave them out there like that and expect a good outcome to that situation. You can't do that. So, like you said, we got to run the ball. I like the numbers that you throw out there, as far as like with Bijan and the Tyler. Let's hit them with that. Let's hit them with that assault. Let's do that. And why Zach gets away from that with Penix, I can't figure it out. It's like he just doesn't. I don't know. Maybe he gets overwhelmed or so. I don't get it. It's weird. Um, so that would be probably my closing remarks. I think just seeing what I saw today, not saying we could beat everybody, but I think there is hope for us. There is some hope that we can play tough in some of these games, and that's all you can ask for at this juncture. Being riddled with injuries to the extent that we are, and we are definitely riddled with some very very key injuries, especially on the offensive line. And I
No,
land my plane.
definitely. Definitely. It's going to be interesting to see what happens next week with some of the injuries, the players coming back. I don't think Bergeron came back into the game this actual game. Like we said, we got Zach Harrison and Billy Bowman are both on IR right now, so we definitely need to get those guys back. But it's still a promising season moving forward. If and some optimism for the fan base if this team can actually start to turn it around. So, you guys stay tuned. We'll keep you guys posted on any additional updates. We'll reconvene and we'll tap in, do another second look at the game that we just played this week in a couple of days, and we'll do a preview for the Jets coming up as well this week. But I really like where the Falcons are at right now. You got to be happy with this win today. It's always good when you go out here and get you a W.
I'm taking mine. I'm taking mine, bro. I'm
I'm gonna
taking
take it.
mine.
I take it. You definitely want to beat the Saints twice. So if you can go ahead with a winning season and beat the Saints twice in that year, oh man, it's great. It's great. So
It's great.
stay
Don't
tuned,
mess
guys.
around and
Keep
beat
checking in
Don't
with
mess
us.
around and beat Tampa. Yeah. Don't mess around and
Yep.
beat Tampa.
If we beat Tampa, that's definitely want to beat Tampa for that second
Right.
that second game as well too. I mean, it really doesn't matter what happens. You want to win all the ones that you can. I mean, nobody
Right.
losing never feels good, no matter what level you're playing on.
Right.
You know what I mean? I don't like to lose a game of tic tac toe or horse, man. Like,
For real.
yeah, nobody likes to lose.
I want all of
I hate
mine.
losing more than I like winning.
Right.
So that's how I feel as a player. So, but we're gonna sign out for you guys. Definitely, we'll cut this portion out from the live stream, and we'll post the post game immediate reaction. But yeah, great to see the Falcons doing what we need to see them doing, man. Running the ball and playing to our strengths of our team. If we continue to do this, it looks good for the team moving forward.
Absolutely.
Seymour for Point Game official. And G Money.
G-Dub. Yeah. Peace out, y'all.
Peace out, family.
All right, brother.